Wow. I'm tired. My famous catchphrase, my famous opening. You know how like when a Final Fantasy 14 player trademarked likes to do their opener in a specific way that uses pods? It's like that. Give me a second, let me go put some output. There you go. How are you guys doing? There you go. Keep work, sheep work. Yeah, I wanted to do Minecraft today for today's stream, but I didn't finish the 3 commissions that I wanted to finish by this stream time, so I have to work on all 3 of them. So I'm gonna be productive. It's important, chat, to be consistent and work hard, you know? So I'm gonna be working. I have 3 commissions to do. We'll follow our Tomodachi's at least. Let's see who we're gonna follow today, right? Kumarcom? Yes, Kumarcom. The Kumarist. She's back from her con, so we're back to working again. Give me a second, let me go, spin the wheel. Oh my gosh. How are you guys doing though? I'm a little tired, as usual, but I'm doing good. I finished already like 4 commissions this morning, so I need to finish 3 more just to catch up with things. Because last week was a mess. I was all over the place. I was gone, here, there, and everywhere. Let's see who we follow today. Today we are following Akane! Let's go watch her. Let's see what she's doing. Anybody in love? Anybody wants to ask each other to marry? Oh, Snippy, are you ready to get back together? Come on, you two. Where's Owo? Just make up already. I can't believe these two have not made up. Wait, maybe that's what Owo wants. Give me a second. Oh, Owo's about to leave. Whoops. Well, that's kind of awkward. Maybe that's what the little orange thing is for Owo. There. Encounter. Say it. Say we're friends again. Owo? Owo? Say you're friends again. Finally, after a whole month of being hating each other, they're finally getting together.
Snippy, you seem good.
They didn't even make up. These two. These two. These two. They're gonna be friends eventually, guys. Watch this. Watch this. You're doing it emotionally terribly. Oh, I hope things go better for you. Sometimes you just have days like that. Do your best. You got this. Oh, wait, could this be it? You have doomed it always to be awkward to make up. Come on, do it, Owo. Say it.
Oh.
No, don't say that. Say the other thing. No, that's where Sarah or Snippy lives. Hold on. No, the house is already full. I'm sorry. Alright. The house is already full, so you're not gonna be able to move with them. Alright. Well, they didn't make up. I was hoping. I was like, oh, this is it. This is it. Finally it. Alright, we're gonna follow Akane for today. Let's give her a new outfit. Oh?
Haven't seen you in a little while.
I know. I've been gone for so long. I haven't touched my Tomodachi's in a while. You can have this fish outfit. No, that's not what she would want. Let's see. We could give her a dress. I wonder if we have like a dress option here. Akane always has like a very fabulous dress. Do we have like other dress options here that are red? Let me see. Give me a second. I want to give her a red dress. How will Pixel live if she isn't advertised on everyone's shirt? Don't worry, she'll show up every now and then. So it's not like she's permanently gone from our t-shirts. You can make her a Miko. Let's see. Ooh, this looks pretty nice for her, but I think she wants a red dress. Do I have one? I do. There you go. That's perfect for her. There you go. Say goodbye to the Pixel shirt. There you go. Could be a little bit more reddish. She hates it! Alright. There you go. I haven't introduced her to anybody yet. Anybody else still in love? Nobody in love? Okay. Accidentally in love? Alright. Let's keep on drawing. Right? Let me stretch a bit. But yeah, I was really in the mood for Minecraft. I saw a video someone posted about the Cobblemon 1.0 update, and it's actually really interesting because it feels like they're adding all the updates that I have as separate mods into like a consolidated mod. Like they're adding the backpack mod, or adding a backpack to it, so they have like a cute little backpack. Then they have they're adding a little camera to it, so that way you can take pictures of your Pokemon. So that's like I don't know if it's gonna come at 1.8, but it's like things that are like in the testing for future updates, which I think is good, especially if Pokemon the Cobblemon mod is gonna be like the brought to the later versions.
Seriously?
I think that's a really good idea to consolidate all those like different mods. Feels like the Cobblemon mod is like doing everything that everybody else is doing as well, which I think is nice. It really like culls the mod list I need to do. And I know it's not for everyone, but the fact that it's there makes it handy. Probably won't be as overpowered though as the other like sophisticated storage mod.
Well, this is embarrassing.
But I really want to get back to playing the Cobblemon mod again. We're supposed to be having like Minecraft McWednesdays, and Kelpie came to me today and said like, "Hey Alan, what happened to me being the champion?" I was like, "I'm still building it. We're still in the midst of building. I just haven't been able to jump on and curate things and direct people on how to build things." I saw that Almophone is finished with the area, and Fenner is pretty much finished. I'm almost done with my area. I fall in love with Netsoso? Are you in love?
Sorry?
This is it.
My mind was somewhere else.
We're falling in love.
No, it's my fault. Are you okay?
Doesn't Netsoso have a girlfriend already? I don't remember. Are they dating someone already?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I don't remember. Isn't Netsoso dating? Perfect then.
Good.
Perfect.
Stay safe out there.
Perfect. Are they dating someone? Perfect. Teehee. Yes, you love
Who
her.
is that?
Netsoso?
Netsoso, huh? I think I'm falling in love with Netsoso.
Netsoso? Yes it is. You're in love.
Yeah, I think you're right. It must be.
We got this,
I
chat.
think I'm gonna ask Netsoso out.
Already. We just started. We're already ruining relationships. They're complete strangers too. They don't know anything about each other. Hey there, Plague. Yeah, I couldn't do Minecraft as I wanted, so we're here drawing until I finish. So my goal is to finish 3 commissions, and if I finish those 3 commissions early, I'll play some Minecraft. But if not, then I don't play Minecraft, you know? It's one of those things, it's all or nothing. How have you been doing, Plague? Any fun stories? Anything fun? I've been seeing on Twitter, a lot more artists have been attacking, or not artists, a lot of people have been attacking artists for some reason. You can do it? Thank you, well. Have you guys been seeing it? I think there was like a whole thing about like the riggers are getting in trouble because like people are saying like you should give us the rig file. But people don't understand that like, okay, my take on this, right, is that the rig file is similar to that of the blueprints of a house, the blueprints of a car, right? Something like that, right? And your mistake was going on Twitter, yeah. But lately, I want to say it's been worse as of late, which is kind of crazy. But it's also one of those things like you wouldn't download a car, yeah. You don't really get the blueprints. Well, actually, no, you do get the blueprints for a house. I don't know about a car, right? If you buy the house, right? But I know like I don't know about a car because I don't have blueprints for my car. But it's one of those things that like it's the crafting files. But then I did put into perspective because like it makes sense why they're complaining, because like if the artist goes offline permanently, not because they're dead or anything, but they don't do any more work, then it's hard to get re-rigs of the model. Talk about the model making? Yeah. I saw the conversation going on there. And I do know like artists do charge a fee for, you know, some artists do charge a fee for the rigging, which I think is a good idea. Because it's one of those things that like it would be handy in case of like the artist going dark. That way you can bring it to another artist if you don't have it. But I don't think it should be something that's required to be given, you know? It should be something at an extra fee. And I don't know, like the people are very upset about the conversation from what I could see. Like apparently artists are getting a lot of flack for it, and like they're saying like artists, you guys are scammers. I don't know. Okay, here's my conspiracy theory. I think that there are some AI bros among them just trying to throw flack just to make people hate artists. I'm just saying. It must be the AI bros. But yeah, not kidding aside, I do think that like there's a lot of recent bias. Are you a scammer? You caught me. You caught me once again. Takes your money, punches you. Give me your money, punk. Give me your money. But yeah, I think it's an interesting conversation to be had because I do know what it's like to have like the person that you had do your thing no longer doing things, right? Because I can't. That's the same exact problem I have with my 3D model because I can't ask them for upgrades or anything like that, and I can't really like bring it to somebody else, so I had to make a whole new one, you know? But at the same time, I understand that's just part of the industry in a way, you know? Like it's one of those things that's kind of like you don't really get the files itself unless you pay for the files extra. You just get the made files, right? It's sort of like how when I give a delivery to people, I don't give them the Clip Studio files full of the layers and everything, right? But I give you guys the illustration and transparency, you know? About the rigging thing, but couldn't you share the files if they agree on a contract where it's legally liable if the rig is used by someone else? I mean, you could, but the problem is like, one, how hard does that hold up in court? And two, who would go through the... How many people would go through the effort and expenses to sue for something like that? I imagine for a bigger VTuber, right? Like say if say a really big VTuber was to do it, but most small VTubers don't really have the assets and expenses to do something like that, you know? Let's sort of make your model. I mean, it would make sense. In an ideal world, it would make sense. But I think the most easy way to do it is just charge extra for the rig, but only if you're comfortable with giving it out, you know? It's sort of like me giving out Clip Studio files of the drawing, and you guys seen how I do my things, you know? There are people on Pixiv booth that charge people for their illustration files, so you could see their methodology of drawing, you know? It's like it's sort of like a recipe, you know? Like an artist recipe. Like when or not artist recipe, a cook's recipe. Like they won't give you the secret sauce, right? But it is a, like, you know, tight secret that they'll pass on to people who need it, like other chefs. I can't believe when I convinced Alin, he did give me his art program. Yeah, exactly. But that's my take on it. I do think that like people are very heatedly aggressive to each other, as per usual. But I do think it's something that is worth discussing. I think like especially with I think part of it too is how new the industry is. So it's really difficult for people to come up with parameters and stuff. And a lot of it did work before, but a lot more people are just getting into VTubing and like pointing these things out. And I think it is one of those things that is worth discussing. In my opinion, I think it is better that you don't receive the files. Like I said, artist trade secrets and all that stuff, right? But I do understand the concept behind it. I feel like it's one of those things. I don't know if encryption could be a thing. I don't know, because like even something like encrypted or passworded, because it would be nice if you could transfer it to somebody else. But so far right now, the solution is just you have to hire another artist to remake everything, you know? And that is costly, but it is kind of like, in a way, I would say partially industry standard in an industry that's still so young. So people are still figuring things out, right? I think that's the important thing that people need to understand. The VTubing industry is very, very young, right? Compared to, say, movies and video games and music, it is a very, very young industry. Only like 4 or 5 years old, if I had to say, right? So people are still figuring out their feet and all this mess of the stuff. So I think people should cut people some slack and stop attacking them. But I do think there needs to be negotiation and agreements, right? But we'll see. Like I said, you don't really pay for the files. Like, you don't pay for the files itself, you pay for the final product kind of thing. 10 years by now. We could count the earlier years, but I would say, like, when I think about an industry, I don't count the earlier years as much. And that's because the earlier years are, like, the Wild West. It's sort of like, it's like, I guess it's like, sort of like, I guess, like, would you count, like, your first 4 years as part of your education in a way? I would guess you would say. Shut up, Sorty. Thank you. Shut up! I don't know. It's hard to say because, like, I guess you could say it is 10 years old when we think about it, like, likewise, but things haven't really boomed and like started growing, right? PSD, yeah. I clip this punches you. You're a VTuber boomer. I am technically a VTuber boomer.
I'm always
Personally, I say yeah. It got big after Keys in the Eye, and that was like around. I guess that was around 2015, wasn't it? Wasn't it? Because I remember seeing Keys in the Eye around then, and I know VTubing was before then. Yeah, you know what? I think there was. I would agree then. 10 years is has been around for 10 years, but that's still relatively young when you think about other things, and even other like fields like movies and games. They're still figuring out their stuff, despite being older. So it's definitely a young industry, but I do think that there should be some respect to the artist's privacy on their thing. I would hate it if I had to give a clip file to every single one of my clients, only for the sheer fact that if you guys ever seen my file names or my folder names, like this is how you can tell if someone's an AI artist, right? Let me go bring up a file that I finished up recently, right? Let me go bring up a file that I finished up recently. If I was to show you all the file names and everything, this is what you'll see, and none of it makes any sense. If I had to bring this up to a client and give them the file, they would not understand a single thing of this. You know? And that means that I have to go back and name the file or the folders and all that stuff and all the different layers. I never show you guys this, but this is what my layers look like. And I always find it funny when someone does the layers, right? When someone shows their layers on Twitter and they're like, yeah, I'm a real artist, I'm not an AI artist. And all their layers are neatly organized and named after different things, and they have different like bypasses of things. You know that they're not an artist. I love it because I could use the character as I want. Yeah, I think that's a thing too. It's like 6-7 layer. Oh, 6-7 mention. I think you would just want to get into routine and naming them before sending them. Yeah, that's what I do. If somebody does ask for it, I do rename it, but it is not something that I would do normally, you know? And it's one of those things that, like, it is extra effort for something that nobody sees if I was to name it myself, you know? So some people use colors. I use organization of mentalness. That's why I always focus on one commission at a time. But yeah. I do, like, when I do give it to people, I simplify the layers. Middle school, my layers were a mess, yeah. Why I'm on the wrong layer? Pursuit no layer. That's the thing though, I have a tool, this operation object tool. If I ever need to figure out what layer I'm on, I just grab it. See? And it's like, now I'm on that layer. Wow. And it's like, oh wait, I'm on this layer? Wow. Wow, this layer? Wow. You have to remember, I'm on a time budget. Maybe if I had infinite time, I wouldn't mind like renaming it. And I think there are people who are professional artists that have to rename their layers because their artworks are much more complicated than mine, right? But I think in general, it's in general, artists tend to not name their layers, so there are a rare few, but I would say in general. Alan's on a different layer, I am on a different layer. But I think, like, lately people have been figuring that out when people show their, like, thing. But, oh yeah, speaking of which, though, I have decided, I have come down to the decision. Starting from now on, all commissions that I work on, I will have a time lapse, and I will submit a time lapse to all my clients. Just for fun. I think it'll be funny. Just put that. I do have that. I used to have that, but the problem is, like, sometimes it would rename layers wrong, and sometimes I wouldn't use all the layers. And then I have a lot of blank layer. Like, it's something. A time lapse would be fun. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that from now on. I was thinking about it recently, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it'll be fun. It'll add a little charm to my art. That way people get to see what kind of shenanigans. Huge boobs. Bam! Booba! If you had infinite times, you would break your glasses. What does that mean? Is that a reference to something? You can make a time-lapse content for your... I tried that for a bit. It didn't really work out, and it was just extra work. Because I think the thing is, as a VTuber, I don't think my main content is my art, right? My main content is just my entertaining, witty entertainment. Right, guys? Witty entertainment. Hey, that's so. My super witty entertainment. Right, guys? So, that's the thing. And I think while the time lapses are fun, I don't think it really captures how I am. You know? At least that's what I think. Is that just squishable? Yes. At this point, VTubing is your side content? Pretty much, yeah. I would say VTubing is the side content. Art is my main thing, but VTubing is my side thing. But I understand my place as a VTuber. D. You already said you would make the time lapses, so it wouldn't be that much work. It's partially for YouTube, because I would have to do some, I would have to add some music to it, and I had to like make sure the music fades. Then I have to make sure that like I come up with some tags and title. And sure, it's like sounds like a little bit of work, but a lot of little bit of works add up, right? I could do that again though. It's just going to be a lot of little things. And the problem too is that adding on top of that, it saturates the channel in a way, because between the gaming shorts and the art shorts, it makes it look like my channel's kind of aimless, you know? And I'm trying to go for too much things at once, I guess you could say. Like, I thought about this, don't worry, I have definitely thought about this, and I need to make sure that, like, the way my channel is shown is, one, professional, which it hasn't been lately, of course, because of everything that's going on, and two, kind of direction that I want to aim for people to see, you know? So, like, while I do think people enjoy my art, I don't think people come here for my art primarily. So, I had to portray the best foot forward, which is usually the funny moments I have in games. At least that's the way I see it, you know? So, I could put it out there for the sake of putting content, but I do wish to put down things that I want people to know me for. Hopefully people come here for art primarily. Do you guys come here just for the art? You come here to bully you? See, exactly, that's the point! Make this into a short. Clip it, clip it, clip it! If the 5-minute doodles get put when you're making art? What does that mean? What happens if the 5-minute doodles get put when you're making art? How do you mean? I come to give flowers. I see the flowers are cute. Clip that man. Clip that man! Punches him. Clip him! So yeah, it's definitely a lot of thought. So I definitely did give it thought. In fact, like for people who are old, musty, dusty, crusty viewers, you would know that when I started out, I was experimenting with different types of content, right? So I come for Offtask, not the gameplay. That's true. Some people do come for different things. Like, if I was a better artist, I'd be more confident in it, honestly. Because, like, I think the thing is, like, while my time lapses might be good, I think my art style is not good enough for the general masses, you know? It's good for the hee-hee comedy thing, but on its own, it's not impressive to look at, you know? So, and I think that just, I think that falls under basically the rendering style that I have. And my rendering style is much more simpler than other people, you know? Alan used to be say-so back then. I'm still say-so, guys. What do you mean used to be say-so? You're a fine artist. I appreciate it. But I'm... how should I put this? I'm a artist, but not a good artist, I guess. Not to like bash myself or anything, but I kind of know where I stand. I forgot to get water. I'm sorry. I keep forgetting water. Feature like Hollywood movie. That'd be actually pretty fun. Oh, shut up. I don't know how to put this. Like, I'm not like saying that like I'm a terrible artist, but quotation mark. Like, I hate saying it like this too, because like I try to like put it in the way where it doesn't seem like I'm baiting for sympathy. Like, I know like sometimes when I tell this to my friends, like they tell me like I'm just fishy for compliments. But I'm not fishing for compliments. It's my analysis, and it might be just because, you know, like how when you're in the driver's seat, when you're the artist itself, you're most critical of yourself, you know? You're super critical of yourself. You know everything about you, right? You know the things that, like, you know, here and there. And right now, I know my place as an artist, and it is, I feel a specific niche, but if you were to compare me to, like, the super high rendered art, comparatively, or ask me to do the super high rendered art, I wouldn't be able to do so, sadly. I'm practicing to do so. Like, I've been trying to like improve my art style slowly and slowly. In fact, speaking of which, I had a conversation with my friends yesterday with the secret society artists that I joined, right? And then I started showing them my commissions, and they were just like crazy impressed because they were saying like I've been grinding really hard and how my art's getting better and better. They're just impressed that like I've been getting better as an artist, and they said all the commissions is just exponentially growing my strength as an artist. What can we expect? There's no apology. I'm not apologizing. I appreciate it, but you're wrong. You're not. You guys aren't wrong, but you guys aren't right either. Just because a doctor is okay doesn't mean they are a bad doctor. But it is also the difference between like a good doctor and a okay doctor, you know? So it's one of those things like a good doctor is more noticeable while a okay doctor is serviceable. And I think that's where I stand in my art. My art is definitely serviceable. And I'm not being negative on it. It is something that I do know I need to strive for, you know? 100% I need to strive to always be better, right? I never want to be the best because there's no way I could be the best. But I do want to always try to be better of an artist than I am now. That's why I always try to experiment with different arts and, you know, try to do different things. Booba. NSFW coming soon, chat!
I want to hang out somewhere with a water view.
But yeah, even like with the thumbnails I do sometimes, like I try to do something different. Like the one thing I like to try to do with every thumbnail is I try to make every thumbnail different, right? If you notice, like I never really repeat ideas despite like them being similar games. Nor have I used somebody else's drawing to essentially redraw, right? Like I didn't like trace over one of old drawings just to like have it done faster. So that's mostly because I want to make sure that I'm always pushing for something different rather than being content, right? I don't know. I know it's like sounds ridiculous and
I'm kind of
like it's not a very
guys.
good business ploy, but it's the way I want to approach things. And it's just like how I play games. I don't always go for meta, but I go for what feels right to me. Which is always stupid because like, I don't know, sometimes it's really stupid and like I do stupid things, you know? Add an SFW. I'm gonna eventually, guys, I promise. Furry's coming. Actually, I have started doing furry recently. Some people have been asking me for furry commissions and I was like, yeah, you know what? I'll give it a try. Like the thing is though, I preface those with saying like, I do not know anything furry. I have no experience drawing furry. But if you enjoy what I have done so far furry-wise, then I will be willing to give it a chance, right? So people who trust me with their furry commissions, I really appreciate it because they're giving me a chance to do furry, right? And at first I had like the idea like, you know, I would never do furry. But nowadays, I'm realizing furry art is no different than, you know, art for everybody else. So that's how they all start. Well, I'm not primarily a furry artist. If someone comes to me and wants some furry art, right? My limitation is, I want to say like, no, I even done furry where they had the snout. So maybe I have no limitations yet. I'm not good at it, but I'll give it a try. If you only think about art, about how detailed or realistic it is, wouldn't that make Van Gogh a bad artist? The thing is though, like Van Gogh has a technique to art, and I'm not saying to like I lack the detail or something or realisticness. I feel like I lack the technique, right? Van Gogh had technique behind his art, and you could see it. And I think you guys could see some sense of technique with mine, but I feel like my technique is lacking because if someone was to ask me for something specific, I would not be able to do it sometimes, you know? Like say somebody wants something more rendered, something more like, you know, what's it called? With more colors and stuff. There's like one brush that eludes me, and I still don't know how like people do it. I still need to do some research on it, but I think you've seen it in some art pieces, right? And that's the soft brush, right? The one that has like a something like this where it has a fade. I sort of know how to do this without the brush, but I've seen people do it with a brush, and I try to figure out like how to do it. That way I can effectively add it to my drawings, right? The soft shading, because I feel like that's like something that can grow my art, but I haven't had time to like learn that. Because I see it in a lot of pieces, it's just I don't know how to do it, right? Like is it separate layer? Like cell shading is easy. Cell shading is like layer upon layer of colors, flat, right? But when it comes to soft shading like this, I just don't know how to do it because like the brush is too thick, it's too round, the colors aren't faded like the way I want it, and I'm not too sure. Oh, weird, something froze up. I'm not too sure how to approach it, basically. I have done like the soft brush, which is like this one for some stuff, but yeah, that's why I think I'm not a good enough artist yet, just because of my technique is not there, right? Van Gogh had the technique, other people have the technique, but I'll be honest, I feel like I still feel like an amateur that hasn't that's kind of going by the skin of my teeth, trying to figure things out. So Don't worry though, guys. It's not like I'm like burned out or like, you know, gonna give up because I'm not a good enough artist. It's just my own acknowledgement of my skill set and kind of knowing where I need to grow. And I think that's very important in any field, even if you like play video games or something, like you want to play games like on a higher level, it's acknowledging your weaknesses and trying to figure out how to grow from it, you know? His first NSFW is gonna be 100% furry. Maybe. I feel like it's more that you don't think you have an art style that's unique. No, I think my art style is unique. I think it's unique enough that even if you put it into AI, it's not gonna do anything. But I do think that it's not a general AI, or not general AI. It's not a general art style that's appealing to the masses, I guess. Like, it is cute. It is definitely appealing. But if I was to put this out there and, like, you know, try to get attention to it, I don't think it'll get as much attention as, like, say, another person's artwork, you know? And I'm studying why that's the case. I'm looking at other people's artworks, seeing what I like in their artwork, and trying to, like, compare it to my own, right? So, I have been, like, hypothetically studying. Today's last day of May, I know. You know what? We changed this from anime to May I Draw. To May, get it? May I Draw? Oh gosh, Alin, you're so clever. Make that into a clip. Clip that, chat. Clip that. The masses aren't good for good taste. They aren't. But it is one of those things that I feel like it's a trickle down thing, right? A snowball effect. So if I can get a general appeal, and then people will see my other art, they'll be like, oh, this person has variety, right? I don't know. I guess it's one of those things. I want to portray myself as a capable artist. Maybe I already am. I don't know, actually. I just want to feel like a good artist. I think most of it is my own self-conscious, like doubting myself. But yeah, it is a difficult thing to be an artist. You are never satisfied. You hunger, you know? Do we have any artists in chat? You know what I mean? May change the prices. I might change prices. But I thought about it too. I actually started thinking about, like, if I do increase prices, I might start making bundles at normal prices, right? So my prices now, as they are, if I increase the prices, I want to make it so there's a bundle. That way people who buy multiple art pieces can still get the normal price. Something like that. I was thinking about that. That way, like, if I increase my price by $5, maybe, or like $10, then maybe I'll have a bundle cost. That way people could get it for a bundle cost. But I don't know. Art's difficult like that. Wouldn't that mean more bulk orders though? Yeah, I'm okay with bulk orders. In fact, I think a lot of my orders are bulk orders. The only thing I feel bad about bulk orders is that I don't do it early enough, and people who bought in bulk, like, lost money, and I feel bad for that. Which is kind of silly to say, that I feel bad for people who already bought my stuff. I don't know, I'm weird. I'm too altruistic. I keep thinking about the consumer more than I think about myself. I don't know, how do I stop this? How do I stop being so altruistic? I need to stop that. I need to think about my own stuff. Oh, I'm so... Oh, yeah. Bulk order says 40 commissions. Well, some of them are like single orders too. Like this one's single order. All bulk orders with 3 drawings to do. I was thinking about doing that too. Like if I did bulk orders, I would put a cap on it. So it's like maybe 3 orders in 1 order, right? 3 drawings in 1 order. Something like that. Until he has 100 commissions deep into furry. I mean, that's the thing. Even if I was rich or was making a lot of money, I still have to like look at my art and ask myself, like, am I still good? You know? I won't be good enough until I draw the booba, chat. That's what I'm saying. I won't be satisfied until... Actually, I was reading about someone's post about that when I was on Twitter, and somebody was like, can you call yourself an NSFW artist if you're not willing to, like, oinky poinky your own art or something like that?
This is
Whoa there, Sorty. You're gonna be flat, and you're gonna like it, Sorty. You have to pay extra for the booba. This Sorty booba fee. Right? Alright, how about this? I'll make all NSFW drawing free, but all your characters are flat. In order for you to get your characters... I can pay the minus 35% fee. If you guys want to get your characters well endowed, you would have to pay the full price of the commission. Or, well, the full price of the NSFW. How about that? What a steal! I guess I'm just making Blue Archive characters then. Something tells me like it flat. No, 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 no. We can't make that connotation. How can that's not the case. But I do think that, like, honestly, I do like it when characters are canonical size, right? I think the drawings are cute when they're, you know, endowed, but I do like it more when the characters are more, what's it called, canon size, like the size of a cannon. Sorry, bad joke. -1. Commissions Ina, so Alin dies. Yeah. I still think I should do something like that where I give a discount for things I like to draw, like say Pokemon. Like, oh guys, I like drawing Pokemon, so discount for all Pokemon-based commissions, right? Or say I like to draw Hololive, maybe a discount for all Hololive-based commissions. OCs could be any size the creator wants, yeah. I mean, technically, you guys could like choose whatever size you want my characters to be, right? The thing is, I don't mind like the whole concept of people like making different sizes for characters. And I think it's fine. But if I was to draw it, chat, if I was to draw it, unless it's Sorty's creator is me. I made Sorty's design, so my cannon size is flat. And Sorty does not want to accept it. I created Sorty, and I decide how flat Sorty can be. He just doesn't want to accept it. I mean, he gave massive hoo-haws for sure, because she had hoo-haws! Did you see her drawing? Where she is not flat? But like, how flat? Like this flat, chat. Watch this. Watch this, guys. Wow. That flat. Whoa! That's flat. That's flat.
I love you.
Wow, that's flat.
Oh, Grimlord, I love you.
Maybe we should have a stream. Okay, hear me out. We should have a stream where it's like trying to practice different sizes, right? So we're gonna have like different chest sizes just to get an idea, right? On how to make the best like chest size, right? Something that I definitely did not practice off stream though, chat. Might be a tad too sexy for Twitch. You're right. I was thinking of doing something like that, like a stream where I practice it, but I wonder how much in trouble would I be. Because I do think I need to practice more chest sizes.
You always look.
Because I'm not very consistent with my chest sizes. Right? I think that's the thing. It's really hard to be consistent with chest sizes when everybody has massive honka donka batonka donks. But yeah, that's just life. I'm just doing my thing. Just say it's water balloons. You're right. All right, we can do that. Watch this. Watch this. In fact, they say water balloons is the best way to practice how to draw chest sizes. Right? There you go. There you go. That one doesn't have a nipple, guys. Sorry. that was not a nipple. I was just making it smaller. There you go. Water balloons. Drawing mannequins. No, you'll get in trouble for Twitch mannequins too. There you go. Right? And then we could like draw water balloons like this too. Right? Right? Water balloons like this too, because they have like their water balloon tied. Wow, Alan, you're drawing a bunch of water balloons on stream. It's like you practice this off stream. This one doesn't have water balloons though. Anything's like flat. Cannon-sized water balloons. Cannon-sized water balloons? What's that? Cannon-sized water balloons? Wow. I sent proof? No, I think I remember. I remember. But I decided the final outcome is flat. Just like my soul. You guys distracted me though. I wanted to play Minecraft today, but you guys distracted me with your silly off-task topics. Off-task. Off-task. Let's see. Now we have to draw Kumi. There you go. Offtask mentioned no Minecraft for bad boys. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna play Minecraft. I was kind of hoping I'd play Minecraft, but this should have been done like 20 minutes ago. Did you see the flat chest is actually a bigger chest? Oh yeah, I know that one. I love that picture. It's like this one where it's like, did you know a flat chest is just actually the very tippy top of a really, really big chest? I forgot what that's from. You won't notice what Swordy did? What does Swordy do? I swear. I just finished cleaning everything up. Flat chest fills the heart. Yeah. There's a lot of things to it. Kind of reminds me of old day, what's it called? Old day internet forums. Because people used to make jokes like that all the time. It's like, a flat chest is good for the heart kind of thing. I don't know if you could say that nowadays without Twitter getting mad. Twitter, don't look at this. Where's my Kumi? Where's my Kumi reference? Have I never saved a Kumi reference? I keep going back to VGen. I guess I have. I have never saved a Kumi reference. Okay, there we go. Let me go save this. Bloomers mentioned. That's for future Alan to figure out, yeah. It's interesting. Everyone's going to cons right now though. I'm so jealous. Like Kumi went to a con and Fufu and Obi-Cat is in the con right now. Like I'm so jealous and I really want to go to a con. And when I say con, they're like, you know, special guests at the con, which, and even like Kikihime is also at a con right now. Everybody's doing con stuff right now and I'm so, I really wanted to go to a con and start selling things. This was supposed to be my year. I was supposed to be doing crazy con things. This is supposed to be a chat. But what, maybe later half of the year. I actually went to a con today. Ooh, what kind of con did you went to, Plague? Even if it's a small one I want to go to. In Blue Archive Erase. I mean, that's kind of like it. You were a special guest at a con? I think it wouldn't feel any different than me streaming. I actually thought about that because like, since like I'm starting to become bigger and bigger of an artist, like there would be the eventual like overlap of becoming a special guest, like just to talk about my experience as an artist, right? And I honestly don't think it would be too different than what I do now as a streamer. I think being a streamer really has prepared me for it. But I would like a translator.
I guess that makes sense.
You can see your viewers IRL. Not if I dress up like, what's it called though? Not if I dress up as, what's his name? Yoko Taro? If I ever have to go and do an interview, I'm gonna Yoko Taro it, guys. This is gonna be me. 100% me. I'm gonna get like a mask that covers my whole face. Right? Did her magical Momo talks? Oh, to celebrate her birthday? Oh, that's cute. Goes full bodysuit so his face is never revealed. Yeah.
Oh,
either that or like, I want to be in a box. A self-contained box. But I want to try like to not show my face. I know that's not gonna be possible if I try to sell at a booth because, you know, I have to communicate with clients or sell people who are buying stuff. But that's the thing. I think for shows and like things like that, I think it'll be funny. Really draw a face. I think there's a lot of possibilities, and I think it would be fun. Like if anyone here has any like connections with cons and needs some special guests, I'm always happy to join it. You know, especially if they're in California, because I'm literally right here in California. Do you think special guests get paid for coming? I imagine special guests get paid, right? If not, I would still do it for the fun of it, honestly. I kinda would still do it for the fun of it. Come to the East Coast? I wouldn't mind going to the East Coast if I got invited. Okay, let me see. Let me get this Coomer going. Heck, I would even go to Europe if possible. Granted, I would only do the Europe ones if I was a special guest, because I don't know how I'm gonna like export all my items to Europe to sell things. Although if I use to go to a con here, no, not to invite to go to a con. Invite to be a special guest. A difference. Gets invited to Comic Con. I would love to go to Comic Con, even if I get to like. I want to go to Comic Con just as someone that wants to browse it. Really.
This is gonna make me blush.
stream just stream from home with the camera showing the con. That's no fun. Do you think they're gonna do Anime Expo Light this year? Like the thing is too, like I said, I'm pretty close to the LA area. I'm like 1 hour or 2 hours away from the LA area. It's still gonna be a bit of a drive, but I can get there, and you know how LA drivers are. But if I'm gonna do something like that, I'm definitely gonna get a hotel room close to the expo center. That way I don't have to like go far. It's gambling time? What do you mean gambling time? What does that have to do with cons? What? It can be sketchy right nowadays, spending on the country, yeah. But I mean cons can still be pretty fun. What's gonna happen at a con? Explodes. We did have a VTuber special. Ooh. Gets robbed in LA. I never got robbed in LA yet, actually, and I've been there like 4 or 5 times now. So Vegas. Oh, you know, Vegas would be actually, what's it called? Vegas would be a fun place to go to cons. When I saw myself removing money and gambling and all. No, Los Angeles, not Las Vegas. But Las Vegas is another place that I'm pretty close to. It's like a 3-hour drive. Down to 66, it's literally a 3-hour drive. So I don't mind doing cons in Las Vegas as well. There's a Spit Machine VTuber, by the way. Spit Machine? What? Bet it all black though. Put all your commission money? No. I don't really care for gambling. I think I got really lucky with my addictions, and my only addiction is like video games. And I wouldn't even say coffee. Maybe coffee, right? So I don't have to worry about like losing a lot of money unless I'm buying a lot of games. But even then, I don't buy a lot of games. But I got lucky in my addiction roulette. Granblue ruined gambling enough? Yeah. Granblue is something. Like I said, I spent like $700 there, but it's only on guaranteed tickets. My rule of thumb is I only spend money if I know I'm getting something in back. Dr. Nova made a spit machine where you can put your face on your Oshi with real generated spit. Addiction is kind of genetic. Is it? Would you say addiction is kind of genetic? Like, say you have addiction to like coffee, is that a genetic thing? Because like I always wonder if that was the case. Like, is it just an addictive personality then? But then, because like back then they wouldn't have video games, so you can't like genetically inherit video game addiction, you know? But you can like for other stuff. You're getting PNG that will disappear once it reaches end of life. Yeah, but I had my fun with Granblue. That's the thing. I don't think of it like for these longer term games that I know won't die immediately. I don't think of it about like losing the money. I think about it like spending it in the moment, kind of like getting a hamburger, you know? For gacha games that don't last more than a month or a year, that's when I think about like losing money on it. But for things like Granblue or like even Fate Grand Order, since it's so long-winded and going, I know it's eventually going to close down one day. But if I spend money on it and I get something guaranteed, then I'm okay with like, you know, kind of like spending money on a burger, you know, or buying a booster pack basically. It probably helps that I did buy a lot of booster packs and Pokemon cards, so like I don't mind the whole gacha element. It's just the whole thing that's about gacha is just spending responsibly, right? I didn't spend $700 in one day for Granblue. That was over the course of all the years I played the game. So that's the thing. In general, not specific. It's predisposed to get addicted. So since I have an addictive personality then, does that mean if I smoked or drank beer, I would get addicted really hard? I just never done it before. It's water, like those piss water coolers.
Makes me wanna cry.
Piss water coolers? Huh? But yeah, that's my take on like gacha games and same with MMOs and things like that. Like anything that's subscription based, I see it more like spending the money right now on a hamburger that I eat today, right? Than I do see it as a long-term thing. Because if you do look at it long-term, it can be very miserable because you're like, oh, I could have used that $3,000 for something else, right? But you're looking at I look at it short-term just to see the enjoyment that I get. Was it worth it?
Well.
And am I planning to invest time into it? You know, like I wouldn't drop money on a gacha game if I knew I wasn't gonna play it long-term. Evidence before Alan gets more confused. Spit in my mouth. Bleh.
I can't
Bleh.
so out of my head.
Bleh. Bleh. Genetically don't like alcohol, some do. That's the thing though, like my family has a history of liking alcohol. Like my mother sheep likes alcohol, father sheep likes alcohol, brother sheep like alcohol, right? But I don't like the taste of it. I don't know if that's genetic. That cloud.
Hello?
That's so.
That cloud looks just like Netso-so.
You're in
And
love.
I loves it.
She's in love. Nothing beating the degen allegations. Degen this punches you.
Oh, no? I just remembered the most embarrassing thing. And now I'm gonna be thinking about it all day.
There we go. I guess even if I don't finish this on stream. Oh, another thing happening with Akane. Something's always happening with her.
Ga?
What did she step on?
Just my luck to step on a loss.
Lost. Now I lost it. Okay. There we go. I'm getting through this relatively quickly. The thing is though, Kumi wants me to make some multiple variations of this one, so I don't mind. But it will take a little bit extra time. The Kumers is here. I like how when I was looking at Kumi's videos, right, I realized that like her community though isn't called the Kumers, but they like to call themselves Kumers. I realized that. I've been calling them Kumers the whole time, but they're not actually called the Kumers. The self-proclaimed community deciding their own names. So are you a Coomer? Yes, I am. With a K. The Gooners? The Goonie boys are here, they say. There we go. I love it when I see VTubers and their communities coming up with different things and their own little lore. I always think about that too, like how there's a lot of communities that probably have like their own set of like inside jokes and lores and memes, right? Just like we do too, right? It's always interesting to see the difference in VTuber culture between different channels. Alin Laphel. When have I talked about Kuming? Huh? Name one singular time. That's right, you can't. Exactly, because I say so. Because I say so. There we go. I sent the spit machine on the other VTuber and the other one is spicy. Spicy? That's pretty flat, Sorty, actually. I took a look at what Sorty sent me. That's pretty flat. Not 100% flat, but that's a pretty flat drawing. Could be flatter, though. I thought you were talking about the other one I sent. Let me see. Where is it? Spicy? Okay, let me see the spit machine. Wait, what's this? This is not a spit machine? What? Which one send me? The one that you sent immediately. The one that you just showed me. The one that you sent. Where did you put it, Fenner? Kumi's Hey! How are you doing? I'll say it out loud. I'm gonna do it. Kumi's buttery cock. I know, thank you. I'm just doing some commissions for Kumi. I don't see where it is, Fenner. Was it this one? Yeah. How are you doing? You having a good day? You're having a good evening? Good morning? Good morning, afternoon, evening? We're just talking about the person that made a machine that spits into your mouth with your Oshi's face on it. Why else is there a tube coming out of the mouth? Wait, which channel did you put it on? I'm kind of curious to see it. The one that's not the Hachima bottle. Doing good. You're oh Kumi. Oh, I saw that. I saw it on Twitter that she's gonna do it. I might put it in the background later on when I'm drawing. I always like watching people do their Pokemon stuff. I can imagine though. All right. Should we make bets how long she'll last? Other VTuber. Okay. Very nice. I'm not safe for work. I'm very say-so, guys. Right? Just ignore the fact that I drew Cars pregnant. Is this it? What? Wait, is it? Spit machine. Okay, I gotta see this. She's doing it for science, so I can appreciate that. I think I've drawn her before. For someone's commission. Wait, is this the spit machine she made on the at the expo? And then like she had it spit into people's mouths?
This is embarrassing.
Speaking of which, wasn't there something recently that happened where apparently like some VTuber was dipping their toes into some water and people were drinking it, and then somebody got really sick from it? Wasn't that a thing that happened recently? Am I wrong? I think that happened recently, right? Also, what happened? I wonder what Kumi's phone case will be. Let me think. Let me see. If we put this in
I
front.
can't believe it.
Alright, I'm gonna make a phone case for her. Let's see. We should put the Kumers on there. Alright. Let me go pull up a Kumer reference. With alcohol and feet juice. Yeah, I saw that. Let me go pull up the Kumers.
This is juicy.
There you go. Kumers mentioned. Let's see. Oh, I got an idea for a phone case that could work out pretty well because I'm very creative like that. Okay, watch this, guys. Give me a second. Let me put the camera on the phone. Okay. Okay. We gotta have the Kumers doing their thing, right? Oh, they kind of make like a little heart shape when you think about it. It's like a little upside down heart. In fact, let's see if we can make it a little closer. There we go. Do you think anyone will notice that? If we like zoom out on that? Nobody will notice that, right? Phone backwards at least, according to my phone. Oh, is it? My bad. Thank you for noticing it. I don't know how to draw phones, don't mind me. There you go. Nobody will notice that in the thumbnail if I suddenly like insert that in there without anyone noticing, hypothetically. Let me see, let's go improve it now. Let's clean it up. Okay, and they have to be like red blushy. Would be funny. I mean, they probably wouldn't if you didn't mention it. Yeah, exactly. I done that with the pregnant cars, right? I subtly put a little subtle hint, right? I made this for Fufu. I made the pregnant car one and finished that, right? And I snuck in their Katie's and Fufu's logos onto the car. Hey there, Kumi's future stepdad. Wow, you guys have a really great name. Buttering good. So I'm subtle, guys. Hee hee. Nobody noticed it. Hopefully. All right, we're gonna sneak this in. Nobody's gonna notice this. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell anybody. Keep it a secret. Okay. And they're gonna have this. Okay. Oh, they gotta be passionate about their kissing. There you go. Make it passionate. Yeah. But if Kumi doesn't want it, guys, if it disappears or anything like that, it means that it was too lewd for YouTube, guys, okay? Because I know there is some limitations to what I can do as an artist. Oh, maybe they should twist their tongues. There you go. That's the stuff. The Coomers have faded. They found your Coomer not safe for work. That's the stuff. There you go, chat. A picture of us, we approve. There you go. Naked boobs from afar? What do you mean naked boobs from afar? I guess I can see that. There you go. Perfection. Nobody will ever notice. The thing is too, we could make it even more subtle. Like if we just spin it upside down because it wouldn't make sense what it is. Or we like blur it. Sometimes I do that, right? Sometimes I could take something like this and then I could add a little like blur. And I could use it for a texture, right? And it just looks good as a background element. Like you put it in the background. Like, you know, like I done that for some other commissions where I had some background elements, but then I would like have some drawing parts into it, right? Like, and you just blur it. So I could easily do that for some commissions. I'm telling you guys, I have the fun thing about being an artist is that you have too much power, right? Way too much power. So much power. True, yeah. I would highly recommend it. If you guys ever want something fun to do, or you have a skill set that you want to grind, I would definitely like recommend drawing. Grinding drawing is like the best choice I've made. Granted, I had to drop a lot of video games for it, but I think it was worth it. You get to decide the boob size. Exactly! We can make everyone flat or well endowed. If we wanted to, we could make the Coomers like that. The new Coomer. Watch this, guys. Your guys are getting an upgrade. Okay. Right? I do right. Writing's always fun too. The thing is, like, writing is a very underestimated thing that people don't normally do. But writing is definitely one of those things. There you go. There you go. Revolt against him? No. Watch this. Boom. Oh, we gotta put it in like clothes or else we'll get banned. Plant like all your favorite animes, yeah. Like Lucky Star, I love Lucky Star. Lucky Star, I wish kind of gets a. I wish they had a comeback with Lucky Star. All right. 5-minute doodle. Shut up, Sorty. Guys, don't redeem the 5-minute doodle. Sorty is just the exception because he's rich. Just as a heads up, we're not doing Sketch Sheep Shop today. Booster Oshi. Yeah, that's a fate worse than death when you think about it. Like, sure, like some artists can draw you pregnant, but I can draw you flat, you know? In fact, I could draw you like a Mesugaki. Not to say that I like Mesugakis or anything, because, you know. Not because of Blue Archive or anything. There you go. Can still go for a few weeks, yeah. Flat and pregnant.
Says here,
Oh, I had a stupid... Okay, guys. I had a stupid idea for a stream, alright? I was just, like, taking a shower, and I thought, like, what if, together, chat, we make the ultimate, like, waifu, right? I think I talked about this. Did I talk about this on stream? But it's basically, like, you guys tell me all the aspects of a waifu, right? So, like, you would be like, oh, we want the waifu to be mommy, right? So then we'll have, like, a mommy size. Moitrod? Yeah. Moitrod. But then we'll, like, you might say, like, oh, she needs to have red hair, right? Oh, she needs to have like ponytails, right? And you just keep giving me aspects until the end of stream, and we're gonna find a way to stuff it into the ultimate waifu. Doesn't that sound fun? Wouldn't that be fun? White hair's better. Waifu McOshi, yeah. I'll design the ultimate waifu for you guys. It'll be great. Do you think I'm unhinged? I was thinking about it actually, because like I was talking to my friends, the artists yesterday, right? Don't say yes immediately, think about it first. But I realized like when I told them like some of the things I draw and like, and stop saying yes, guys. You guys are supposed to like, but let's say so that you force yourself to be. Well, I'm sort of still say so because I don't. Like, I do unhinged things, but, you know, I don't really, I don't know how to put it. We are unhinged because of you, kinda. Here's the thing, guys. I just have fun when you guys are having fun, right? And you guys always have fun whenever I do the unhinged stuff. But I am still pretty say-so. I think the reason, I told you guys the reason for it, right? Because, like, when I was in middle school, I skipped sex ed, right? So for the longest time, I really didn't know anything about, like, the pee-pees and the poo-poo, you know? I told you guys that story, right? Oh, I might as well tell it again. Back when I was in middle school, right? They were giving us the option to do sex ed. That doesn't make you less say-so. It made me more say-so for, like, the longest time, right? Like I said, in high school, everybody, like... everybody else treated me like a kid, kind of thing. Which is kind of crazy to say, but it's like everybody had their own like relationships and conflicts and stuff, but I was just there smiling and just like taking every day by day. Didn't you tell that story yesterday? I think I told it yesterday, but basically I I've always been like the person that like nobody tells any of the drama and conflict to, and I never really got involved in drama or conflict. Where'd you learn your fetish then? I can't say it. You don't even know what my fetish is, chat. There we go. Draw the Coomers on the phone. Coomer vision. Okay. And we gotta make it wet and slobbery. But yeah, I think it's one of those things that, like, especially back in university, I guess I had a lot less knowledge than I should have when it comes to things. There you go. So, mommy got once and kinda got awakened. Sorta! I won't lie, the girl that I like was kind of a scene girl. I think that's what they call her. Like, it's one of those girls that, like, have that emo look, you know? She was a bit of a scene girl, and I had a big crush on her for the longest time, right? So, I guess in a way, I came to like the I wouldn't say mommy. The thing is, I don't know where the mommy goth thing came from, and I don't know how that became a regular thing that people do. But I know like back then, it used to be just goth by itself. It wasn't like mommy goth. I think someone could guess your fetish at some point, but like you can't really confirm it without you saying yes, that's it. What if I just said yes, that's it to everything? Chat, what if I just said that to everything? But technically, it's not really a fetish for mommy goth. It was just because I like that girl. I really like that girl. Drawing spit, it all comes full circle, yeah. You know, that's gonna get abused. What's gonna get abused? My mommy, mommy goth? Or something different? The spit? This one? No, they gotta be blushing too. There you go. There you go. They're like shaking hands, but with their tongues. They're definitely shaking hands, but with their tongues. Let's take off the one off their mouth. There you go. Wow, that's gross. There you go. Cool. Yeah, hey there, Game Challenger Wolf. How you doing? New sup? What's up, new? Having a good day? I doubt you want mommy fetish due to your anime preference. You don't even know my anime preference. I mean, actually, I did show the animes that I did like and enjoyed, and like, but hypothetically, those are all different, like, you know, difference of animes and comedies, you know? New sub? Oh yeah, welcome, welcome. Welcome to the Rammies. Hopefully you enjoy your stay. I'm totally say so. Did you end up drawing them making out in the truck? Wait, what? Drawing making out the truck? Alan likes childhood friends? Actually, I kinda do. Guys, I am a sucker for sappy vanilla love romance, you know? Like, you know, that high school romance thing, like the whole idea of like having a high school romance. I'm a sucker for stories that have that. Big sucker. I think a part of it too is just probably because like it's like the romance I never had in high school, and I kind of pine for that. That's what you call it? What? Romance high school? High school romance? It's like that one guy who's 50 years old and still making a high school romance story. Spice and Wolf, romance is everything? Yeah. School romance? Oh, well, I call it high school romance, but I think it's okay. Here's my favorite type of romance, right? My favorite type of romance is the one where they start off as kids and they still love each other until they become adults and get married. That's chef kiss, super cute. I love it. Oh yeah. I didn't end up drawing them like kissing, but I did put it on the truck, so it still showed up somehow. I'm alluding to that one anime that you want to go into detail about how much you like. Which one? I forgot which one that was. Which one? Which one was that one? I actually do not remember which one that one was. Likes losing heroines? What's losing heroines? Like I lost my heroine? There you go. Subtlety, chat. Subtlety! No, I think the phone's a little misshaped. Let me see if I can fix that. They call me Alin Laphel. Who's your favorite GF in 100 GFs? I like Shizuka. She's so cute. I don't know, something about Shizuka is like so cute, adorable. I also like Kunade? I believe that's her name? Always losing in anime? Oh, I have to check that one out. Is that an anime? I probably would like that. I forgot the name? I did. It's been a while since I've seen it though, but I definitely like her. There we go. I have to pick up with the manga though, because I don't have any mangas that I'm currently reading now that Atsumare is finished, as well as Dungeon Meshi is finished, and like a bunch of mangas that I did read are finished. And I haven't picked up any new mangas since. Granted though, I used to read it on Mangadex, but now that Mangadex went the way they did, I don't know if I could find another place to read it on. I really liked Atsumare. I hope Atsumare gets an anime. There you go. What kind of phone would Heavenly Fodder have? Let me take a look. What kind of phone would Heavenly Fodder have?
Sheepy is such a good little pet.
Funny enough, I've drawn Heavenly Fodder several times for different clients at this point. Just like Matara. Did you read Dore Dore Dore? Dore? No, I don't know what that is. I forgot. I think he might have recommended it, but I haven't checked it out. I was commenting on how in love the childhood friend. Oh. Technically, I think in every anime, the childhood friend always loses. I think there's only been one anime I could think of from the top of my head that was the case, and that was in Shuffle. In Shuffle, the childhood friend won there, so. Alright, I'm just gonna, let's see. I'm not too sure what kind of thing I could use for him. I think a crosshatch would look good on it. Like a crosshatch kind of thing. There you go. And we can add like different colors on there. Let me see, let's make it a different layer. I have to think about that one. But I'll move forward really quick while I'm doing this. Childhood friend is so losing, it's a cliche. Yeah, so it is a very common thing. Like I said, in Shuffle, technically the childhood friend won, but then like the girl that really likes him stabbed him, kind of thing. Oh, that was funny. I like that. I like Shuffle. Yandere's. Am I right, guys? Yandere's.
My precious little sheepy.
Okay. And then Kumi did mention she wants multiple different personalities or faces. So let me see if I can do something real quick. Okay, the other alternative one I could come up with, right, is something like this. I don't just want someone to kill him. You're right. End my misery, Minecraft. Okay. Do something like this. That proud. There you go. That could be one variation. And it's an easy one to do. Something like that. Maybe if you made one face that it's simple as you can do it. What? What if you made one face that it's as simple as you can do it? That's what I'm thinking. I'm trying to make simple other variations. Just what is Kumi showing on her phone? 6'7". The request asked for memes. That like if she was showing like dumb TikTok videos. I mean, I could also do this kind of face, but I wonder if this face would work. Like the nihihi. Something like nihihi. They look very concerned. Yeah. Yeah, that's the whole point. She's supposed to be very like the description said nervously proud. So, but she also wants some different variations just for the AB. But Heavenly Father is always concerned because of the videos. There we go, something like this. 3 simple variations. Maybe I'll have her with her teeth closed.
You sweet little thing.
Maybe, I like how I just realized Akane is going to this island of shame.
This is the most fun I've ever had.
Having fun on the island of shame. It's starting to get hot though. Let me turn on the fan though. Honestly though, oh, the fan's all the way across the room. Okay guys, I'm just gonna melt. I'm just gonna die, guys. I've decided I'm just gonna die. I looked across the room and I was like, oh, it's all the way over there. I had to walk and get up and I had to do... Oh, it's okay. Oh, let's see. Let me try some different variations. We could do something like that.
Having a sheepy around is so much
Or we could do like the oblivious, like I'm a little don't get what I'm doing kind of face. What anime was it that had this face? The one where the girl makes this face? The blank I'm looking into your soul kind of face? I don't know, like there's a lot of face variations we could do. I'm trying to see which one would be the best. Because I remember that face was a meme for a while, where she made that face. Just like the Fervent face. Maybe we could put the Fervent face here. Aho Girl? No, it wasn't Aho Girl. It was like it's like a serious anime. Like the girl has a coffin that she carries around all the time. There you go. Alright, this one works too. We'll make 4 variations because like 2 of them are relatively simple. Okay. Because 2 of them are definitely relatively simple. I know what anime you mean, but you don't remember the name? Yeah. It's a... It wasn't a funny anime, but it was like a serious anime, but that moment was really funny. Where she's trying to eat the food, and then she's like, she makes that dumb face. I think of a courier on a coffin. It's probably one of them then. It was really popular for the time being though. I forgot what anime it was, but it was popular. Alright, we'll do this one because it's simple. That way I could give her multiple variations. Okay. Was the girl mute? No.
I feel like Alin is watching me.
How does she know? How does she know? There we go. I feel like there was another anime that I know of that had something similar to that, where it looked like very silly and cute, but it was actually very serious and deadly. Because we need a marriage check. Okay, should we do a marriage check? I don't think anyone's getting married. Nobody's gotten married in so long. We barely get any marriages nowadays. Alan and Snivy has been dating for days at this point, years at this point. So, nobody's getting married ever. Okay. Put her little scar. It's that Konata 3-face. Do you think they'll ever make a Lucky Star remake? Like, do you think they'll ever make a modern Lucky Star? I feel like the stage is kind of set. Like, I know they released a Kagami figure recently, a cheerleader Kagami figure recently, and it's gotten a lot of attention because her outfit's like really, really cute. But I'm kind of curious if they'll ever make just another like Lucky Star anime. The Luckier Star? So basically we're playing Akinator? Yeah. There was a spin-off. There was an OVA, but was that the OVA or a spin-off? Was there actually a spin-off? There you go. Now we just have to fix the colors. Let me see, was there a Lucky Star spin-off? I remember it was an OVA, but I don't know. Lucky... Oh yeah! It was the one with the news reporter, right? I think I know what you're talking about. It was like the no. It was a different one actually. Miyakawa. The Miyakawa family hunger. I know which one you were talking about though. The one that shows up like at the very end and doesn't really do anything, but they still show up. I know what you're talking about. I didn't know that came out in 2022. Oh my gosh, I'm old. I just want another Lucky Star. Now that I think about it, there hasn't been a lot of animes where it's cute anime girls doing cute things in high school. I'm trying to think, like, what happened to like my trend of cute anime girls doing cute things?
What am I gonna
Right?
do?
Like Lucky Star, A Channel, Yuru Camp. I feel like I haven't seen any of those lately. My Moi Moi Kyun, my Love Lab, my what else is there? Trying to think of the other ones. The only face that comes to mind is Oguri's. It's definitely not that. Yeah, I don't remember it.
Blue Pixel? Oh, Blue Pixel?
Blue Pixel mentioned. It's just like Hytale. Hytale mentioned! I had to do it. If I didn't do it, then I'm no longer consistent. There you go. There are shows like that, but I think they tend to be fantasy. Yeah, I think nowadays, right now, the trend is fantasy, but not Final Fantasy. But back then, there was like a lot of like moe animes that was just high school girls doing high school things. Well, maybe not even high school things. Like Yuri Yuri Akarin, and then like what's it called? A Channel. There was Lucky Star, K-On, Hidamari Sketch, Sketchbook. There was like a lot of them, honestly, and I kind of watched a lot of them because I like that. I like that genre. Akarin. Alan really likes Hytale. Can't be sure. You caught me. Hytale mentioned. I just had to say Hytale mentioned. At this point, I will continue Hytale's legacy. Or what's it called? Yuri is another one that we haven't seen come back. I feel like the stage is set, especially since it's like really high octane comedy with Yuri. Minamike was another one I could think of. But yeah, I think nowadays it's trending towards isekai fantasy stuff, you know? So I don't think there's not as much high school anime girls doing high school things. Man, you are the target for Blue Archive. I probably am. Akarin. I got Hidamari Sketch recently. It's really cute. Cool. Yeah, I love Hidamari Sketch. I love how wide their faces are. But it's a really cute anime. I would highly recommend it, you guys. If you guys need something fun and cute to watch, yeah. I mean, like Azumanga Daioh was another one.
I can't get Blue Pixel off my mind.
Man, she's really thinking about Blue Pixel. Does he love hit Square Enix Final Fantasy 14 for Switch? I can't wait till it comes to the Switch, guys. I'm gonna have so much fun with that. The only thing I don't like about the fact that it's coming out to the Switch is that I have to pay another subscription cost. But I might do it like sparingly, like whenever I feel like I want to play on my Switch too. So maybe I should try using my Switch Joy-Cons to get used to Final Fantasy 14. But it'll be nice to like lounge on the couch while doing my rotation and failing in an alliance raid. Alright. So we did the Chaiki one. Oh, that's what it was! Chaiki! That's her name! It came back to me at that moment! Wait. Chaiki smile. Okay, no, never mind. Chaiki meme smile?
I want to chat with someone. Anyone?
Anime meme smile. Chica, maybe. Chica meme smile. No, I'm getting like Chica from. I felt too inspired by it too, by the way. Yeah. I think the thing is too, it's really like I feel like anime is a fun way to watch things because it also inspires you to do things. Demon King 2 Gain is a Moe. Yeah, but I'm talking about like actual high school girls, you know? Like I love the high school memes and like all the things is like, oh, we're gonna go to a karaoke bar, or oh, we're gonna go to a restaurant together. I think it's kind of cute though. I do enjoy the Demon King's daughter is too kind. I think that's the one I'm thinking of, but that one's not the one I was thinking of. Chaika? Is it Chaika? Chaika. The Coffin Princess, yes! We found it, boys! Ladies and gentlemen, we did it! Ladies and gentlemen, we have done it! There you go! Can we like impose that? Like if we do soft light? No, it has to be hard light, I think. There we go, we did it! That's the meme smile I know of. That's exactly what I was drawing here. Let's see. Maybe we'll go with this one. Or this one. I like the smug feel actually. And plus it's kind of easier to do. We'll just do 2 extra. And then we'll do different color variations. Let's see. I know that anime was pretty good too for the time being. People really enjoyed it. Though, I don't think people are talking about it nowadays as much as they did then. I feel like a lot of animes tend to just trend during the time, but then as soon as the time period that the anime came out during is over, people just forget the anime. Which is a shame. I think the worst case of it too is like with merchandise and stuff, because you won't find any merchandise of said anime anymore. That's where the artists come in. Artist alley. It's time for me to make the extra stuff that nobody wants to make. There you go. Looking at the anime they put out for it last year, they actually seem to be very, very generic. I think that's the thing too. Like, I think it's the same problem Webtoon has. They're following a really heavy trend right now, which surprisingly is just the isekai trend. I'm surprised how long the isekai trend has lasted. Getting much of an anime you like, I know. That's the nice thing about being an artist, because I can just make it myself. Guys, I'm telling you, you guys are sleeping on becoming an artist. Think about it. You can make your own merch. You can print it out yourself, right? Make it for yourself. You guys are sleeping on it. I'm telling you though, like, I think the thing is when VGen has the option for it for physical shops, I do want to open like a keychain kind of shop that if you guys have designs or things you want me to make, I can make it to an actual keychain and then sell it to you guys. That way you guys can get merch of what your favorite anime or game is, right? You guys like Limbusis? I will draw your Limbushis, right? That's why you're trying to make models. That's a good point too. Isekai is way better than drama, dungeons, hunters, yeah. I've been telling you that for years. The thing is, I have no immediate means of doing so, right? Because Etsy's a mess. And I don't know, like VGen's gonna have a physical shop one day. They had it in the update that they're gonna do it. Time to merch, Boku merch, yeah, exactly. Get in there.
We haven't met yet, have we? My name is a
But I think that'd be a cute idea. I was thinking about this, right? But I'm still trying to price it out, right? And then trying to make a way that people can get their item. But that's why I said, like, if the physical shop ever comes to VGen, it makes it much easier. But I had an idea where you get the process of the keychain made, right? I'll draw you the keychain design. And then I will also, like, print it out at a print shop to get it all, like, nice and clean. And then I ship it to you. I was thinking about having that as a service for both regular people and VTubers, because I do think there's like there's a market for people who want to make like single merch, whether it's their own character or something, but they don't want to mass produce it, right? There's definitely a market for that. The only problem though is the logistics behind shipping and stuff, and if somebody's more experienced with that stuff, let me know, because I would be willing to work with you, right? There was a geology anime. That one blew up because of the girls. The girls were really cute in there. I really do like the way the girls look in that one. That blonde one especially, I don't know, she tickles my fancy. But then again, I had a thing for blondes for a while, so it makes sense why she tickled my fancy. Okay, for now we're just going to use one of these. I think that was something I noticed, that you know how like when you figure out like the things that you like, I think blonde girls was one of them. Blonde flat? Was she flat? I don't remember, but I do know she was blonde. Let me guess, flat? Whoa guys, we're not making allegations right now. Especially damning allegations. I was just saying it because she was cute and I remember the blonde hair. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I think blonde hair color is like a hair color I tend to like gravitate towards. Even one of my OC characters for games that I play, I name her Alice, but she's a blonde. I'm going to Alice, guys. I'm going to Alice. She's not flat, is she? Let me see. I had to check actually. I haven't actually watched the anime, but her design was very cute. Geology anime. Ruri Rocks, that's what it's called, huh? Get it? Ruri Rocks? Is her name Ruri? Oh, I wouldn't say she's fully flat. Whoa, that girl though with the dark hair? Yeah, she's not fully flat, but I like her hair. I think she's cute. It's like a blonde oranges mix. Kind of reminds me of a New Game. You know what though? Okay, that's another one I kind of wish they had more animes of, and I think it's a little bit harder to make of. But do you guys remember New Game, right? It was supposed to be like one of those things where they make a game for the industry, and they're game developers, and it just shows it in the office, and they show the crunch time that they had to go through sometimes. That one I really enjoyed, but I don't think they made another anime like that. And I know they like have a couple of what do they call it? Office animes? Office moe animes, like My Senpai's Annoying, right? I would like another one of those. I think the office theme is kind of underplayed. I remember watching an episode, but it didn't grab me. For which one? New Game or for My Senpai's Annoying? They're both very selective. Was it because you're related to the crunch time? No! The girls are pretty cute. I really like the art style of it. Let me show you guys. New Game anime. New Game? Like, look at these girls. Oh, they're adorable. I'm telling you guys, you hit me with the cute anime girls doing cute things. You have me by the neck. I like the art style. I just like cute anime girls doing cute things. I don't watch anything else. I don't watch action. I don't watch shonen. I watch cute anime girls doing cute things. You know? And Twitter can cancel me for it. You know what? Twitter can 100% cancel me for liking cute girls doing cute anime things. Want to make a game? I've been wanting to make a game, guys. I've been wanting to do a lot of things. But I think I'm starting to like I'm gonna build up a savings, alright? So here's my idea. Hear me out, chat, okay? I'm gonna make a savings, maybe a savings account, and based on how much money I'm making right now, I'm gonna put $200 away every month, and that's gonna be my budget for stream. My stream budget. And as I make more and more money, I will increase my stream budget more and more. So that way I could use it to buy that 3D setup. That way I could use it to buy stream materials. That way I could use it to buy maybe help for things like when I do my game project. Speaking of which though, chat, I was talking about that time I said I was gonna like give you guys money for helping come up with lines. I was trying to think about a way to do it optimally without it being too intrusive, where it's like, okay, you came up with a line, here's $1, you came up with a line. Hear me out. What if, instead of giving you $1, I give you a $1 discount that adds up, right? So every line you come up with something for in the game, I'll give you a $1 discount for every single line, and then like eventually you'll be able to pay off a whole commission that way, depending on how many lines you come up with. Something like that. And it won't be like for one commission. It's like basically how much you have that of discount. So if you get like $100, or if you made 100 lines and you get $100 off, you could use that between 2 commissions. Good idea, eh? Yeah, pretty good idea. Would you rather have $1 or $2? Are gacha funds included on the stream budget? No. I will never use your guys' money, your budget, for gacha. I will promise you that. No matter what, I will not use it for gacha, guys. It will go into reinvesting into fun projects. Like if I'm gonna do a game thing, I'll use it for hired help. If I do it for like, say, I don't know, a Minecraft project, I'll do it for hired help, you know? Things like that. I want to make it so it's reinvested to the stream. So, and I think that's a pretty good way to do it, especially since like the money is kind of sitting in my bank right now. So I have some going straight to savings, but I have like expendable money. But I don't spend money as frequently as I thought I did, right? So I have a bunch of excess money that maybe I could put into a separate saving. So, Grand Bluing the budget away. Hey guys, it's me, Alin Laphel. I bought all these Pokemon cards from TCG Player, and we're gonna open it on stream. Whoa! All right, I'm done with this. Maybe I should give them outlines. Okay. Watch Alan fold when a new Yuka comes out. Have you guys ever seen me spend money in a gacha game, actually, though? Let's be honest. Have you guys ever seen me spend money on a gacha game? I don't think the answer is yes. Yes? What game was it? I don't remember. Refresh my memory. Yes? What game? I don't remember what game it could have been. Oh wait, I forgot to do one more thing on this drawing. You bought a bundle for a game? I think I did actually. What game was that though? Do you remember? I won't disagree because I think I actually did.
So creepy.
Oh, I remember Pokemon Champions. But that wasn't gacha. That was like literally a bundle. I haven't even done it for Uma Musume. No, nor have I done it for Blue Archive. You guys are gonna gaslight me into this. I mean, he is so far back with the story that he is able to get toward the pulls with the story. Ooh, I don't know which unit I would spend my guaranteed on though. You play the game that a bunch, so it's worth it. Was it on stream or off stream? Because honestly, I really don't remember. This had to be on stream though, because that was the whole point in the message, is that it had to be on stream. On stream? I don't remember that at all.
I can't believe it.
No, it's not Genshin Impact. I've only done like 3 Genshin Impact streams, and one of them was sponsored. I really don't know. It was a gacha game, right? I didn't even do it for Pokemon TCG. I did buy a membership for Pokemon TCG for a while, but that's membership. Not Genshin. It was a gacha you liked.
I actually understand some of the
On
words in
stream?
this book.
It wasn't Uma Musume, because I haven't spent any money on Uma Musume. It wasn't Genshin Impact. It wasn't ZZZ, or not ZZ. Yeah, it wasn't ZZZ or what's it called? Star Rail.
Oh, goodness.
I don't know what it is. Let me see. What gacha games have I played on stream? I'm trying to think.
And Daojin? My heart is racing.
Too funny?
I do remember you being addicted to it. Huh. Do you know what? Do you have an idea of a year or what kind of game it could have been? Because honestly, this kind of completely skips my mind. I cannot remember this incident. I don't put it past you that it happened, because I do know sometimes I get that way. But I'm trying to remember what game it could have been that I liked it so much that 1, I streamed it, 2, I bought something on stream with it, and 3, yeah. Oh, thank you for the raid, Dungeoneer. Let me go shout you out. Search for update. Welcome, welcome, Squires. Shout out. What were you up to? Kilted Dungeon. Was your name always Kilted Dungeon and not Dungeoneer? Wait, no. Give me a second. I know how to spell your name. Shout out. No, your name is Kilted Dungeoneer. The game is gaslighting me. Or Twitch is gaslighting me. It says there's a raider from Kilted Dungeon. Turn people into books. Oh, I was playing Limbus as well. I haven't played Limbus in a while, but how are you enjoying Limbus? Did you play Lobotomy Corporation before? Oh, not Limbus. My bad. Library of Runa. Yeah, I'm currently streaming Library of Runa too. Before I poke Limbus, have you tried Lobotomy Corporation too? How are you enjoying it? Did you get the joke? It's so over, Limbus. Oh yeah, it was Limbus that I spent money on. I remember that. It's all coming back to me. Oh yeah, the good times. He.
That's my darling.
I dig.
So.
But yeah, how are you enjoying it? Do you get the joke? Do you get the joke that Angela keeps saying? May you find your book in the library, and the joke is that they get turned into books and put into the library. Get it? I laugh at it every time she says it. She's like, may you find your book in the library, she says. Oh, I love Angela. She's such a joker.
Nobody found
It's my favorite joke. It's the only joke she ever tells the whole the whole game. Question mark. Okay. But yeah, how are you enjoying it, Dungeoneer? Are you enjoying your library? How far are you? How far have you gotten? Alin, ... It's a good joke! Think about it, guys! What were you about to say? May you find your book in this place, to be exactly. Thank you. Thank you, Plague. May you find this book in may you find your book in this place. See? Good joke. She's really good at the jokes, you know? I love Angela for that. Okay. Quick chat. I need some brain rot TikTok. What is some common brain rot that people like to watch on TikTok? Because I need to put that in for the speech bubbles. I know there's 6-7. There's also what's it called? 6-7 Skibbity Toilet sensory video. What's a sensory video? Is that like Moko Melon? Moko Melon? What's it called? I totally understood that joke during Kilted. I did not process what Angela meant by that just now. It's pretty good, isn't it? The best part is she keeps telling that joke over and over. That you find your book in this place. Hilarious. Get it, guys? That's pretty good. And the Forbidden Triple T is another. What's the Forbidden Triple T? Alright, I'm gonna look these up because I gotta draw something for it for my client. It's Forbidden Triple T. TikTok Forbidden Triple T. Is this it? Triple T shocks fans with bold move. What am I looking at here? Is it just a cinnamon stick? What's a triple T?
Look
Triple
at everyone down
T
there.
meme?
What are they all doing without me?
Okay. Okay, so it's like some sort of cinnamon stick from the looks of it. Tung 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 Sahur. Is that its actual name?
How have
Time to
I
ask
seen
Alin
that
to
shop
layer
before?
AI slop. Oh, is this
I'll
AI
have to
slop?
check it out sometime.
Do you think she would appreciate that? Let me see. I'll ask her to see. I'll let her know that I'll draw it. I'll still draw it. But that's a common TikTok one, right? No, maybe I won't. Let me see.
wish
We'll have
would
6-7.
be
Obviously 6-7. 6-7 is very popular. Guys, 6-7. Have you heard ran into White Castle Slider short on YouTube? What's a White Castle Slider short? Give her 6-7. 6-7 is Skibbity. But I need one more. Moco Melon? What's it called? Coco Melon? Is that a TikTok thing? Okay.
There's no
Skibbity bibbity. Bibbity bibbity bibbity. Okay. Coco Melon is unfortunately old news. Is it? Is it like Baby Shark? Baby Shark do 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 do. Baby Shark do 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 do. Baby Shark. Don't tell me that's old news too. Guys, I'm not old. Maybe Sung Sung Sahur, stuff like that.
Look at everyone down there. What are they all doing without me?
I'll draw a Skibbity toilet though. You know what? I have an idea. We're gonna make this cute. That's old. Don't say that's old, guys. I'm still young and hip. I know your guys' latest memes. Okay, we're gonna make Kumi into the Skibbity toilet.
Oh,
I turned myself into a Skibbity toilet, heavenly fodder. There you go. I think Kumi would appreciate these visual gags. Leave it to Kumi to appreciate it. Next, you're gonna say the Trollololo song is young. I think it's still pretty young. Trollololo, something like that. I don't remember. Shoop the whoop! Oh yeah! Could we draw Shoop the whoop? That's still a TikTok thing. Do people do that? It's like they look at each other and it's like Shoop the whoop. Relevant because the guy who made it got shafted by Hollywood. Wait, shafted by Hollywood? How so? Did he lose his like rights to it? I never heard of this one. It's basically. What do you mean lost media?
I had someone to hang out with.
It's not lost as long as we continue its memory, guys. Hear me out. It's time to begin the next legacy of Shoot the Whoop. Sneaker or Toodles? I don't know what that is. It's at least 16. Do you ever get the feeling that we're kind of old? It kind of reminds me too, because technically next month is my birthday, guys. Not June. We're approaching June. July. Next month is my birthday, guys. And I'm about to be 1 year older. Zam! Don't say Zam! Did you end up buying the Klee outfit? No. I didn't buy the Klee outfit because I couldn't justify myself buying it because I didn't play it enough. There we go. Hey there, my Skibbity. Sigma Alpha Scape. Omega Scape. E4. Elden Scape 4. Trying to tell Alan about the brain rot he could put her YouTube thumbnail he got commissioned for? Yeah. We'll put the Skibbity one, but this has to be TikTok brain rots though, guys. TikTok. Are all these things you guys are mentioning on TikTok? I know Skibbity Toilet's on TikTok. Alright, take care, Dungeoneer. Have a good one. Enjoy your food. Think about the what's it called? Skibbity. There's actually again the car we're leaving. Okay. Hey everybody! We gotta get out town! Oh, I forgot how that went. Get in the car! Ah, this is not the car! Ah, no! Hermit Purple! Should we draw that? Oh, that's a little too much effort. Skibbity Toilet's very easy that I could draw without a sketch, but that one I would have to like go further. What's your stand name? My stand name is Delicious Sheep. And its ability puts people to sleep. Go to sleep, chat, right now. What about Sonyan? What's Sonya? Everyone get in the car, we're leaving this town! Ah! No! Ah! No! This isn't the car! No! No! Ah! Purple Hermit! Wait, I always thought it was Purple Hermit, not Hermit Purple. Was it Purple Hermit or Hermit Purple? Oh, I love JoJo. We should have a watch along with JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I think it'd be really fun to watch all the JoJo episodes. Go draw Slenderman? Is that a what's it called? Skibbity Toilet? No, not Skibbity Toilet. Is that Pixel? That's not Pixel, that's Alin Laphel.
We haven't met yet, have we?
Would you do
My
part
name
3,
is
6 type stand or part 7, 9? 3, 6, because that's the ones I know best.
My name is
Oh, I miss doing raid messages because if we did raid messages, we would definitely do a Hermit Purple raid message. You spent on 90% was Pokemon? Of course it was Pokemon, guys. Let's see. Let's type in TikTok meme. TikTok brain rot.
Honestly, though, I could see us becoming good friends, right?
What is this cinnamon stick and coffee, girl? Maybe we could just get by with 2. Maybe we could just do 2, actually. There's Billy Butcher. It is kind of getting congested. There's always look maxing. What the heck is look maxing? Sometimes, some of these things I feel like you guys are making up on the spot sometimes, the way you guys say it so confidently. You're like, yeah, what about the werewolf one, guys? You guys remember the werewolf meme? You guys remember, I don't know, the meme where the guy falls into the toilet? Old news? What's the look maxing? Billy Butcher, Charlie Inferno edit, haunting my algorithm on Twitter? What about the invincible wobble edit? Out of curiosity, guys, are these all real things? I don't know. I feel like I haven't. I don't know anything about TikTok. Like, super really don't know about anything about TikTok. Like, the more you guys say TikTok names, the more I realize I don't know what you people watch on TikTok. But I witnessed it though. I went to a restaurant to pick up some food, and while I was waiting, I saw someone furiously going through TikTok memes. Like TikTok videos, it was like, just because they were in front of me, and I was just watching them as they like watch, skip, watch, skip, watch, skip. I'd never seen it in the wild before. I don't know this TikTok you speak of. Like in that part 9, there's a guy with the stand that hustles and controls your muscles. Interesting. Stands always have dumb abilities though, so that's pretty normal. Oh, I see. I have this on the wrong layer. Okay. There you go. Wabba wabba. Billy Butcher edit is popular? What's a Billy Butcher? Does anyone... What's a Billy Butcher? The new universe stands are weird. I know, like, doesn't somebody have, like, a stand that's, like, related to a horse or something like that? Or am I wrong? I know there's, like, someone that can't walk and they... Sheep shredder? Alright, let me go make the variations for Kumi, and then I'll submit it. This one took a little bit longer than I was hoping. I guess we're not doing Minecraft today, guys, but it's okay. I'll do Minecraft by myself later tonight. Solo play. Solo leveling. Character from The Boys. Okay, they did a edit where get in the car, but it's the Charlie Inferno. Interesting. I don't know what all that meant, but yes. I meant more that the stands only works when it's rated. I mean, that's like that one guy who what's his name? The guy the cowboy man who literally only can shoot bullets very accurately. He's crippled. Ah, he has to ride a horse to get around. Ah. Wow. Just recommend looking on YouTube. I'll take a look after stream. I'll take a look at your guys' brain rot. You guys are teaching me the modern day. That way I could start using it on stream. I'll be like, ha, 6'7" guys! And all that stuff. Okay. Alright. Let me go start submitting this to Kumi. TikTok stream? Do people do that? Do people do a TikTok stream where they just scroll through TikTok? Would you guys like to stream like that, where we just scroll through TikTok? Okay. And then we'll do one with a pink background. Okay, I said pink, but yellow's fine. I feel like that's like easy content right there. Slaps you with the easy content stick. Did I do this one? Don't forget the stand that only activates after a user's demise? What? Is that what later stands are? They're just very situational activation? I think they're... It sounds like they're just very situational activation. Don't forget Notorious B.I.G. I hate it when people have to say it, but the usual way I hear is 6-7. Is that how people say 6-7? Have I been saying it wrong this whole time and making a fool of myself? I've always heard... I thought it was like goes like 6-7, 6-7. 6-7! Yes? So they just go 6-7. Is that how they say it? 6-7! 6-7! 6-7! Wait, why am I on YouTube? I meant to go on VGen. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Alright, let me send this to Kumi.
This is too embarrassing to see the light of day. I must bury it in a deep, deep hole.
Alright. Here's how it came out. Anything need revising? Eat sand, eat sand! Sorry because dumb kid said it and it was funny. Was it funny though? It doesn't feel like a funny joke. Alright, let me go pull up my tablet and let me go pull up the other commission. I cannot stomach high dosage. I think I'm gonna perish. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. Alright, chat. Hear me out. Stream idea. I say 6-7 for 1 whole hour. Okay? And I don't say anything else. It's just talking in 6-7. Maybe while I'm playing a game. I'll be like 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7, 6-7. 6-7, 7, 6-7, 7. Okay, that... What if I mess up? Do I have to start over? Just repeat your name like Pokemon. You agreed to do it for 3 hours? Yeah, I'm sorry. Alright, next one. Next commission. Alright.
Oh, right.
Funny Alan. I mean, I still get 3 commissions done by the end of the day, right? There you go. You think it's a bit, but like people already did it? Dang. You guys just want to watch paint dry? We could just watch paint dry then. Screw it. I'm gonna do what everybody else does. Watch paint dry. Make it 6 inch or 6 feet. What if I do it for 6-7 hours? Alan, you're so clever. I hate you. Thank you, Alan. There you go. Oh, we're just gonna ink this one. Fat finger to inches. Oh.
You're the greatest, my precious gun.
Technically, I think that's actually feet. I think it's like 1 line for feet and 2 lines for inches. So I was technically wrong.
Gun, my prized possession.
I feel like you could do anything on stream and it'll be just fun for people to join into. Remember that one time people were doing the Pokemon, playing through Pokemon, but it's a fish? Did that fish ever beat Pokemon? I imagine so, right? That fish eventually did beat Pokemon, right? It's like when you put like 100 monkeys in a room, they eventually will write Shakespeare. Are you a grass type, Alan? I would say I'm a normal type. If I had to say what type I am, I would say normal. Maybe normal ground. A very terrible typing. Is there any normal ground Pokemon actually? I'm trying to think. Normal ground Pokemon. I don't think there's a normal ground Pokemon. What would be considered a normal ground Pokemon? No, wait, there is! Bunnelby's evolution. What? Oh, oh! Sorry. Could be worse. Ice bug. Snorom. Yeah, Snorom is definitely an ice bug Pokemon. That's like 4 times weak to rock. Isn't it also like Avarok a pretty bad typey too? Ice rock type. 4 times weak to fighting moves. Lots of different weaknesses. It's always interesting to see the different types of Pokemon that there are. But I like it that way. I like the variety. Thing is too, like, wasn't like some of these Pokemon actually pretty good competitive wise? Like I know, isn't like Volcarona very bad typing, fire bug type because it's Stealth Rocks, Sneaky Pebbles, but it's actually a really good Pokemon because of its speed and attack stat. You could use Quiver Dance on it and you can sweep a team. Now we're talking about Pokemon. Doesn't matter that much unless you care for competitive. I think half and half because typing matters if you want to like one-shot the opponent in a single-player game. But if you're just talking about like just casually and just eventually like brute forcing through it, yeah. But if you're trying to play the game pretty efficiently, like knowing your typings is important, like fire versus grass and stuff. Competitive though, it's 1000% like important. But even for standard Pokemon play, unless you really wanted to just hit everybody with normal moves, I think knowing your type is very important. Hey Akane, in fact, it's like one of the Pokemon's like base elements. I think it's like one of the things that made Pokemon. I mean, you could always use items, but that's like playing very inefficiently. It's like playing an RPG game but not using any status effects. It's like playing a shooting game and only using the pistol, you know? The option is always there, but it's the most like unoptimal way to play a game. It's more like a challenge run if anything. Akane base it. Yeah, look Akane, we're following you today. You fell in love with that So-So. And I gave you a cute little dress. Do you like your little dress? You walked to the island of shame on your own accord. But we're just working out commissions today, as per usual. I was gonna do Minecraft on the server, but maybe next week. I think, depending on how next week goes, maybe I'll be able to play games that stream, or on stream. Because I really want to get back to the Minecraft server. The Minecraft server is crying right now, it misses me. There we go. Now I want to play Pokemon though. Luckily, I could play Pokemon on the Minecraft server because it has Cobblemon on it. You say that unironically, but 50% of RPGs make status moves. It's useless. I guess you could say that, but I don't know. I mean, I feel like it's really dumb to bypass the whole thing that Pokemon's kind of built off of, which is the typing chart, you know? In my opinion, like, yeah, you can, but at the same time, the typing chart is so integral to the Pokemon aspect that just ignoring it completely is a very, like, dumb thing. Tortures everyone at some point? Yeah. Warming my butt over open slate? Is it cold over there? We torture him with work, so it's valid. Yeah. You ignored my question earlier? What question did you have? You have to repeat it because I'm drawing and doing different things. What did you ask? You sure you didn't buy anything from Uma? 100% sure. I was tempted. I won't lie. I was tempted to get the ticket that allows you to pick out your Uma that you want, right? But I did not. I was super tempted. How are you today? Oh, when did you ask this? Very beginning of the stream when I said like I'm doing okay. How about you guys? I mean, typing matters, but it doesn't mean you can't get a Pokemon on your team that can't deal with a specific type. Huh? Wait, what do you mean? You can't... Doesn't mean you can't get a Pokemon in your team that can't deal with a specific type. Do you mean like a... I mean like having team variety? Or how do you mean? Do you mean like having a Pokemon that doesn't like do well against a specific typing? Because that's the, like I said, the typing chart's integral to it. So it's like, if you have a Pokemon that's weak to a specific typing, you want to make up for it with another Pokemon, right? Even, oh yeah, no, that's definitely Pokemon. Because in Pokemon, you usually like to cover your bases. So if you have a Pokemon with a bad typing, you want to have another Pokemon to kind of cover for it. Like for example, if you have Volcanron on your team, right? You know it's really weak to rocks, so put a steel type in its place, like another steel Pokemon on your team to kind of cover for his bases, right? Wasn't he here at the start stream? I thought you were. He's lying. He's tired and overworked. Yeah, pretty warm. I do get very cold. I see. Yeah, some people are like that. I personally like it very cold. But that's a good thing about Pokemon. But the thing is, that's still taking the typing chart into consideration. Like, most people who do like Pokemon, like, you know, they tend to really take it into consideration when they build their team. I want to say even newer players eventually learn it. The only time you don't take into, well, no, I think you take it into consideration all the time. It is really integral to the game. Even in a monotype team, you would still take it into consideration, especially when it comes to team building. Unless you're like not really playing the game and you just want to pick your favorites, which I guess is completely viable. But even when you pick your favorites, you still take into consideration how to beat the game, right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I never really thought about it, but I always thought like, yeah, the typing chart is just completely necessary to the game, whether you're playing competitive or casual. I mean, you can just like brute force it with potions and stuff, but that, I mean, that doesn't seem like a fun way to play in my opinion. They call me Alin the Pokemon expert. Doesn't matter that much since you can work with anything. I don't know about that, Chief. Let me think, because I'm trying to think, like, in that case, like, if it doesn't matter that much, you can go into any battle with any Pokemon you want, but you always want to take it for consideration, you know? Like, if you're going to a psychic battle or psychic gym, you want to know, like, your typings, like, oh, this Pokemon will do well against this, but this one won't. So I could use this Pokemon for this, right? And do I play Pokemon too, like, analytically? Whereas, like, I think about like, I thought it was normal that when they tell you the type of the gym leader, you want to take into consideration your options. For base game? No, this is for base game. Because the game literally tells you what type each gym is. That way you can build a team or you can decide which Pokemon in your team works best for it. Ever since the very first game, like, oh, I know I'm going to fight Rock, and I have only these Pokemon to work with. Pidgey might not do well because Pidgey's a flying type. Right? Or I'm gonna go fight Blaine, he's a fire type trainer. So I can't bring in my starter because it's Bulbasaur. So I'm gonna go with Gyarados. Like, it really does matter in a way because like it determines like what your strategy is. I mean, you could just go in there and brute force it, which I guess is a strategy, but at the same time, brute forcing anything is technically a strategy, but I don't think it's like, means that the type chart is negligible. I just use one team with a good spread of typing, but that's the thing. You still have a good spread of typings, which is taking into consideration the type chart. Like the way I see it, when you're saying don't take the type chart into consideration, it's like you have a team full of like all sorts of different types that have no synergy, right? Because they don't match up with typings, nor do they play advantageous to the opponent, right? That's the way I see it, like when we're talking about like the type chart is not important. Because that means you could pick like, say, oh, I want to have a team with Bidoof, and I want to also put Bidoof as well as Rattata on the same team. But they're both normal type and they're not going to give any advantages. And you could play like that and not take anything into consideration and just use Hyper Fang and quick attacks and stuff like that. But you'll find yourself walled out by ghost types. You'll find yourself struggling against like rock types and steel types, right? I was referring to Pokemon with the worst typing since it's brought up. Well, I think that even with Pokemon with the worst typings, it doesn't mean that they're a bad Pokemon, right? I mean, like, it can play to a disadvantage, but you just have to play to their other strengths. So for example, like Avalugg, weak to Ice and Rock, but it has super high physical defense. So you can go with, like, Body Press and stuff, even in a casual play. But I do think there is, like, Pokemon who have worse typing that do play a worse role because of it, right? Because it means that you can't just switch in or stay in on certain types, right? Which just goes back to the type chart. Like, if you have Avalugg and you're in battle with a Lucario, you definitely want to switch out. Jealous of myself hanging out on the beach? Oh, wait, are you at the beach right now? Like, you're still cold? Oh, you're jealous of your Tomodachi, I see. I do think that typing plays a big role in Pokemon, and I think it's one of those things that there's a like you don't realize it, but it does determine a lot of your decisions in game. And even if you have a Pokemon with bad typing, you still like take into consideration the type chart to cover up for it, you know? Unless you're going for like a mono team challenge, a mono type challenge, like say all bug types, you still have to take into consideration like you know, like, oh, I need to counter fire types, so I'll put a bug water type. Or I need to counter rock type, so I'll put a bug steel type. This isn't a beach, it's a bathtub. Yeah. But yeah, that's my take on it. I could be wrong though. I actually never seen other people play Pokemon. And I'm just going based off my experience and what I know of Pokemon, as well as the VTuber experiences. So, but I never seen like a casual player play Pokemon. Would a VTuber be counted as a casual player? Now I want to play Pokemon even more. Even more so, I'll play the Cobblemon. We need to make more gyms. We need to make more things in the Cobblemon server. Oh, I did find a cool mod recently that's called like Yes Steve model, which is apparently the client-side mod that changes your character model in Minecraft. I'm curious if we could get that mod to work for everybody, because I know we have Armor's Workshop, but I wonder if there's a way to get that mod to work for everybody. That way we could make custom skins in there that everyone could have without having to go through Armor's Workshop. Depends on the VTuber, I guess that's true. But I feel like a lot of VTubers I've seen always had experience with Pokemon. But then again, that's Hololive, and I think, you know, Hololive are just as old as I am. They're just as old as I am, and when you're as old as I am, you tend to have experience with Pokemon. I feel like anybody that's my age knows Pokemon and played it at least once. And it's really, really hard with Pokemon to get that first time experience again. I feel like your first time experience with Pokemon is only once, right? Which makes sense. But it's one of those things that you'll never... Once you know how to play Pokemon, every single consecutive Pokemon game afterwards becomes easy. Because you know the whole system. Like, once you know your type chart, easy. Once you know how to... your move differences, like say physical special split, easy. Like casually, if you... or legitimately, if you just casually play it, it's quite easy since you tend to overlevel due to not skipping fights. That's true. I feel like that's the case with pretty much all the games. Especially like in the earlier games, you could just level up your starter and just like skip every fight that way. I remember like too that like the biggest disadvantage to the earlier games is when you spread the EXP, because sometimes you end up having a much lower level Pokemon than you should. And then you switch out your Pokemon, and you have to spend time grinding. I done that a lot when I was a kid. Then I realized I could just put it all into Graveler and Earthquake everything. Earthquake, Rock Slide. But Pokemon games have always been easy, really. I don't think, I think if you came to a challenge for Pokemon, there's not many difficult Pokemon games. Unless you create a difficulty of your own. The only one I could think of was the Black and White 2 hard mode that they had, where you had to unlock it. But outside of that, I think you can unironically sold the game. Yeah, with some starters. Exactly.
How fascinating!
Pokemon's just a very easy game to begin with. That's why I'm always surprised when people say Pokemon was hard, but then like you look back at the original games, they were actually pretty easy. Broken AI, easy to abuse moves, movesets are very, very thin, right? Nowadays though, clapping myself so long. Nowadays though, actually, I would say the champions gotten much stronger. Like, I fought Cynthia in Diamond and Pearl, Shining Diamond and Pearl. Oh my gosh, she had the most competitive team. And then the DLC for Scarlet and Violet, the final boss there, they had a super competitive double team. Like Incineroar with U-turn and Intimidate. What the heck? Are we kidding here? Meanwhile, me with my baby team, you bought Grand Blue pack. Oh yeah, I don't think it was on stream. I probably did, but yeah, I definitely do buy some stuff. They changed levels, but not the stats. For which, the new games or the original games? Because I know in Diamond and Pearl, Shining Diamond and Pearl, all of Cynthia's Pokemon were EV trained, which was crazy. Star Rail Battle Pass. Oh yeah, I think I did that because I was gonna play it for a while there. But I did it because I needed to do catch up, I remember. I'll have to fix that hand. Maybe I'll just like do this. I know like the original thing didn't have this, so I'll have to just improvise. But yeah. Vulcan Moon, yeah, that one too. Just getting some more things.
Oh?
BW.
Oh, well?
BW. DW. Yeah. I like Pokemon. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but I like Pokemon. I really like Pokemon. And I'm sad that I skipped out on a lot of Pokemon for a while in my life, just because I didn't want to seem like a loser. But you know what? I am a loser, and I'm proud to be a loser. You know? Back then, I used to be like so self-conscious about like liking stuff because I was like, oh, people won't like this, or I'll be seen as a weirdo. I can't like Pokemon, they'll see me as a kid. But you know what? I like it. You know? I just like it. And I think I realize that more and more, that I just like my taste. I will out-weird you, weirdo, I know.
Make me blush.
But then I came to the acceptance. The reason I came to that acceptance that it's okay to be weird is just because like I realized that, you know, technically everybody has their own thing that they like that's maybe not mainstream, you know? The only way you're gonna be completely mainstream is if you hate things that are just out of the ordinary. But that's no way to live. And that's where when I came to the realization that, yeah, I could like Pokemon and Mario and Sonic. Because like, for a period of my life, I was like a hardcore, I wouldn't even say hardcore, I was a like gun boy, guns and balls, right? Without the balls, right? So I would just be like, yes, I only play games with guns in it. Borderlands, Halo, Call of Duty, Battlefield, right? And I wouldn't pick up a game unless it has a gun in it, right?
Oh, yeah?
The only exception was JRPGs, but even then, I was very selective with my JRPGs. So, but nowadays, I've just came to accept that I just like games. Me in the past, yeah. I felt like I had to be cool, but I like that now. I just can like whatever I want.
What day is it again?
Even with anime, I had to keep quiet that I like cute anime girl animes because people were gonna see me as weird. Some games are pretty boring today. Yeah, they're pretty boring. You miss much on how safe to play Pokemon. It's not to say it's a waste to play them, but they don't really do much new with each game. The way I see Pokemon though, it's just like an ongoing journey. And I always like the idea, this concept of going back to older games. It's like going back to another region, you know? Sort of like Pokemon. It's like all the regions are connected, but you can keep going back and forth between it. So, like if I feel like going back and collecting Pokemon this one, then I can and stuff like that. So did you see the Ludwig clip? I don't know who Ludwig is, so probably not. What do you say? Was it about Gamer Boys? Gamer Boys Rise Up? That clip on Twitter? What? What do you do? What's a Ludwig? I'm guessing he's a streamer. That's my big guess. But what do you say and do? Is it about Pokemon cards? It's probably about Pokemon cards, right? Because we were just talking about Pokemon. Let's see. Ludwig says Madoka is a good show. Other people are saying... Wait, Ludwig says that? Let me see. Okay, which one of these is Ludwig? Is it the blonde hair guy? I feel like that guy's a Ludwig. His friends said he would punch him. Wait, he likes Madoka the anime, and his friends. Let me see.
So you'll leave a jargle with a Grimby, and the chimney Clarmy to fetch in tomorrow. See so? Oh, he travels the shallow with it. Yim. How about trading a
Which one's Ludwig? I can't tell which one's Ludwig.
Live a tuna with chick combo, barn slam, then see tension. Want to pour the condor, but you have to farm out of its limits.
The guy on the left is Ludwig, the one with the hat?
So I said, tap in low carbly snooprin, Dambo.
Guys, that's literally my friends. My friends who are gun guys, right? They would punch me for cute girl animes. So I had to hide it. Did I tell you guys about the Fire Emblem thing that happened? Are not well in their head? Okay, so like you know how Fire Emblem Awakening had Street Pass and you could see what like who married who, right? So back when I was playing Fire Emblem Awakening, I wanted to get a dragon kid because I thought I liked the idea of having a dragon kid, and I didn't get far in the game, but I saw that Noe was a marriageable option to get dragon child, right? So that way your kid could be a dragon. But the thing is, Noe looks like this, and I didn't care. I thought she was cute. I thought she was really cute. I was like, yeah, she's cute. I don't mind having her as the mother, and then we could have Noe, our daughter, be dragon daughters, right? They could turn into dragons. Later on, there was Tiki, and I thought Tiki was cuter, right? Shut up. But then my friends got my street pass of Fire Emblem Awakening, and they were telling me how gross I am for marrying Noe, and they punched me. And they hold it against me even to this day. I just wanted a dragon child! My Morgan was really cool though, because she could use dragon stones, and she could turn into a dragon, but she was also like other classes too. But yeah, I remember that. My friends are exactly like that, where if you talk about anime with cute anime girls like that, they would punch you. It's a very common thing, so I guess it's not too surprising to me. I just like dragons. My girl to be a dragon. I would call someone like that a friend, but there's probably context. They're still good friends. That's the thing. It's one of those things that, like, it's one thing they tease about me, and there's some, like, you know how, like, there's some things you make fun of within your friends? It's like that. That's the thing they make fun of me for. Gate cat from anime at all costs. They like their specific anime, which is Gundam and stuff like that. But they are the type to complain about, like modern anime and stuff, so. I wouldn't say they're dude bros though, but they like their gun stuff and their robots. They're pretty cool people, but I do know that's one memory that stuck with me. District. Lucky Star isn't modern, guys. Lucky Star isn't modern. Don't say that. I feel old. They're good friends. It's just, you know how like when you're in a friend group, not everybody's gonna like the same things. It's exactly like that, you know? Insanely weird stuff in it. I haven't seen Gundam actually. I feel like every friend group never has like everybody on the same thing all the time. There's always gonna be like a general interest on similar things, but most things will be like, what's it called? Most things would be, you know, here or there, depending on it. Probably watch Haruhi live. I did. I was around during the Endless 7, but it was around the time that I did not watch Haruhi. Even though I watched and loved the movie in season 1, it was the Endless 7, the Endless Summer for the season 2 came out in a time when I was trying to drift away from anime because I thought I was too cool for it. I was like, anime's for kids, I would say. Plays gun game, plays with airsoft. I think airsoft was cool, but I do regret getting into airsoft because I never. The thing is, airsoft is a cool concept that you get to fire guns and they're like toy guns in a way, but they don't feel right because of how they work. Right? It might be because I had an electric airsoft, but the idea of having a gas airsoft makes it even like, you know, feel less right. So, like, I thought it was gonna feel like firing a gun in a game, but it doesn't. There's not as much blowback unless you get the expensive guns, and that kind of like disillusioned me from airsoft guns because it didn't really felt real. You might have watched the anime too, Haruhi. Haruhi's a good anime. You are American. Why even do airsoft instead of real guns? I mean, there's a reason, but I won't go into why. I will go to why I wouldn't use a real gun. there's a very good reason, but I won't go into it. Old gang rise up. Elderly. I'm telling you guys, we'll be in an elder home together. It'll be fun. We get to be like playing Mario Kart and stuff there, or as Midfad2me puts it, Doki Bird. Doki Bird says how they have a lot of orgies in old people houses. Grandma, no! I'm surprised I've only fired a gun once. Me too. The thing is, guns aren't really as good as they make them, like people make them seem to be. You know? I think guns are super romanticized. Right? They're not as cool and fun as you think they would be. Especially when you think about ammo count and like the cost for ammo and all the different aspects that go into it. Yeah. I mean, I don't mean owning or something like that. I mean target shooting. Exactly. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I mean, unless I go with somebody else, right? Was so weird because you could loot the guns. I remember that game. Yeah, that was indeed a game for a while. Girls Frontline? That was the one where the girls were guns, right? Like there was AK-47 Chan, right? I think that was the other game. There was another game that was like that. They were competing for the gun market. But I forgot. It was Girls Frontline and something else, where they were both based off girl guns. Or gun girls.
How about trading a plan? How about trading a plan? Sure, living rats to Melissa.
As a dazzle, I heard.
Well, anyway, shoes be bleeding. Pull into me. The take it as an Alfred. Collected in pocket too. But then again, and chorizo blunda. Well, anyway.
Whatever happened to Girls Frontline? Girls Frontline had 2, but like, did Girls Frontline 2 did well enough that the game still exists? It probably did, right? But I haven't heard anything of it. It used to be really popular as Girls Frontline 1. And it was one of those gacha games I thought would never, like, go away. But I thought the same thing with Soccer Spirits, and look what happened to Soccer Spirits. Soccer Spirits is gonzo, you know? No more soccer, no more spirits. And Soccer Spirit had some, interesting character design. You think Soccer Spirits exists as a what's it called? Private server? Let me see. Soccer Spirits. The thing is too, I only remember Soccer Spirits because of the characters that are well endowed in the game. It's an interesting game. It's a very interesting game. But I thought, oh, Soccer Spirits Reborn. Apparently there is another one that's, I think that's a private server? Well, Soccer Spirits Reborn. Hey? What is Soccer Spirits Reborn? They had an anime for Soccer Spirit? G41 because her artist was like, Striver as a nugget? What? Wait, Soccer Spirits is still in existence? Because I could download it? I thought they ended. Suffer from bad PvP. Oh yeah, PvP was really bad in that game. Failed reboot. 5 years ago was Soccer Spirit Reborn. Where's Soccer Spirit now? I guess it's just gone. Interesting. That's a shame. That's a shame. It was a really, like, big game too. It was interesting too because like I guess it was big but at the same time not big, because when I think about it, I don't think I ever heard anyone in the mainstream market or mainstream gamers play it, right? Like you hear people playing Blue Archive, Genshin Impact, but I never seen people like talk about Soccer Spirits. I even see people talk about like Epic 7 for a while, right? But Soccer Spirits I never really see any content creators for. You can see the art book description. Let me see.
This is too embarrassing to see the light of day. I must bury it in a deep, deep hole.
She's pure white and a lewd. Cannot know me. Lovely. It had to be a. And she wears translucent silk. I was. She's a cat or a dog or a fox. I don't know. La 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 la. Who's the artist? Who made this? What? That's a pretty good description. That's a pretty good art book description.
This book is too embarrassing.
Forgot his names, but God bless him. How interesting of a fellow that you could write that and then just put la 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 la. I think the best part is the fact that he put down la 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 in the interview. So I went to check the stream. You didn't end up spending money. You really wanted to use it on Magical Dawn, but got her free with. Oh yeah, it was your birthday stream. So I didn't spend money on a gacha game on stream, other than Star Rail and Genshin Impact, but for like resources and stuff. So I didn't, did I? So what you're telling me is I am say-so when it comes to the casho. So yeah, you could trust me guys with my savings fund for stream. In fact, I might have to like go to the bank, or maybe can I do it online? I might make a separate bank account and then put it into a savings dedicated to stream budget. That way I could use it for stream things. Oh, maybe I could also use it for like if I need to pay off artists, right? Because I am starting to get to the point where like for animation stuff that maybe I could hire Snivy or someone to help with some of the assets there. But I should get going. It's already 3:30. I know I'm leaving a little earlier, but I need to do stuff and I need to get stuff done as usual. In the end, I only got one full commission done, but who is to say that we are only but commissions? I think it came out good though. Look how cute that is. 6-7! You should be able to do most bank stuff online. I think so, but I think to keep working, I gotta go, and then I have to come back. At least depending on your bank. Yeah, my bank does a lot of stuff online, so I should be able to. I'll have to check, but I should be able to. I know I can like I know I can transfer money into certificates there too. So relationship check. Okay, let me see. But I should get going.
I can't get a life off my mind.
Anybody in love? Nobody's in love. Nobody loves anybody anymore. We had to do a whole Tomodachi live stream where we forced people to fall in love. Alright, this stream was the one I remembered, but you might have spent it out somewhere else. I probably did. Alright, I'm gonna get going. I'm gonna have to start preparing stuff and get going and then finish up commissions tonight. It's the correct website. I don't even use a website, I just go straight to the app, so. But yeah, I know what you mean. It's scary when you have to try to access websites. Alright, bye guys, you take care. See you Tuesday maybe for art. Maybe this week, since we've been doing so much art stream, if I catch up on art, maybe we'll do games all this week to compensate for the lack of games this whole time, right? We'll play Minecraft, and Minecraft, then Minecraft, then Minecraft, then Minecraft, then Minecraft, and then Final Fantasy 14, and Minecraft. Thank you for streaming. Thank you guys for coming. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for the raid, Dungeoneer and Dungeoneeries. Right? You guys have a good one. You guys take care of yourself. Alright? Have a good one. What about Minecraft? We're gonna be playing Minecraft all this week! I'm Pickle Rick! Bye, guys. It's almost like the PS5 has no games. Ah!